You want to hit the video?
Well, I thought you was going to speak about it before we go into it.
Oh, my bad. I totally messed that up. But anyway, thank you guys for joining us here at the Smoke Pit on this Friday. We do have a good show for you guys, but tonight we wanted to start off one of our own. If you're one Charlie 5 in this group, there are a lot of us in here. We're a small community, but we're all seeing each other enough that we become family over time. And we follow each other around. At many points in our career, we're our own military, so we depend on each other a lot. So when one of us leaves and goes up to Valhalla into the sky, that radar in the sky, we salute him. So we had one of our own pass away, Mr. Matthew Boudet. From what I hear, I didn't know him personally. He was a great guy, from what I hear. So, in his memory tonight, we're gonna pour up a shot. So get your shots ready. From the One Charlie 5 community to the family of Mr. Matthew Baudet. We want to send our sincerest thanks for sharing them with us for as long as we had them. Thank you for shining your light, brother. And until the other side, this shot's for you. On behalf of the One Charlie 5 community and the Smoke Pit. Salute.
Cool, man. I appreciate that, Black.
Yep.
Yeah, I wanted Black to do that because he has a way with words better than me. So, yeah, I didn't know him personally either, but it's just tough knowing that, you know, somebody that young is passed. You know, life isn't promised. Tomorrow's not promised. It's sad that every time something like this happens, everybody's like, you know, tell people you love them. Tell people what's up. You know, like you start to appreciate life more when a life is taken. And I think we should start trying to veer away from that and just every day just start appreciating everybody.
Appreciate you, brother. Yeah.
They are. So with that being said, let us go ahead and try to get things a little bit lighter, get people prepared for this weekend. And let's get into shenanigans with episode 34 of The Smoke Pit.
Welcome to The Smoke Pit. It's Friday night, come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit, it's time for us to show off. It's been a long week, come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions, I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Makk and Mac, welcome to the Smoke Pit.
Ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls. Oh, it is Friday. It was a long week for your boy, and I only worked 3 of the 5 days. So, yeah, it was like that. It was wild. We have a great show for you. We have an awesome guest. We'll hype them up in intros and all that stuff. But first, let's go ahead and talk about these sponsors, starting with the Plugs Wireless Earbuds at www.gettheplugs.com. Premier wireless headbuds, earbuds, whatever they're called, headphones. I don't know. You know what they are. You put them in the ear and you hear the music. They hook you up. Great price compared to some of the higher scale stuff, but the sound quality is still the same. My man Black can attest to that wholeheartedly. Audioswim.com for all my musicians out there. If you're trying to get your tracks distributed on one of the high tier streaming services, they can hook you up $5 a track. They can make it happen for you. Premier Element UAE for all your management, representation, all that good stuff. Investing, they can help you out with that because I know a lot of you have been interested. So check them out at premierelement.com. And I forgot to add him on here. We had him as a guest, my man Michael Darkwing. the Nettergold guy, Nettergold man, they are now sponsoring us as well. So shout out to them. Stand by. We're going to have some things from them, i.e. promo codes and all that stuff coming soon. But if you want to jump on early and support people who are supporting us, go ahead and check them out. Followed up with the Bandcamp. I cannot stress it enough. Y'all heard my man single. Y'all know the album is coming out when? When's it coming out?
3/1.
March 31st. Exclusive to Bandcamp. Exclusive to Bandcamp. You ain't gonna hear this on your Apple Music, people. So get on that Bandcamp as low as $3 a month. My man's album is dropping the end of this month. I know you've seen the promos. Black Mac Thanos face coming out of the portal like it's about to change. I seen it. It took me a minute. I was trying to figure out what it was. I was looking like, well, what is he posting this for? Is this because it was so quick? I was like, why is his face on Thanos? And then I saw the date and I started putting 2 to 2 together. So not only that, but my man Mark Sox got beautiful music on there. He's releasing something every goddamn week, or it seems like every other day. Like I pick up
every
the phone
other day, really, yeah.
Bandcamp be like, my man got a new joint out there. Awesome stuff. Normalized Growth is on there. Demolition Man, he just dropped this week. Please check
that. Is a bomb. That shit with Wiz is a bomb. I was like, oh my God. I had to text both of them. I was like, listen, motherfuckers, y'all trying to ruin my album. Stop.
Be like, y'all messing up the release of my album. Oh man. And then then if you still want to support us further, please join the Patreon, right? We got a lot of stuff coming on. So patreon.com/thatfeelingpodcast. Support all the platforms we have on there. We're going to do a giveaway next week, the quarterly $100 giveaway for a lucky Patreon member. So you can only be entered in on that if you're a Patreon member. Just saying, throwing it out there. Read up on patches. We got shot glasses coming through for the Patreon, and it's only going to get more and more better, if that is a thing. No, more better is not a thing. It's only going to get better. More. Yeah, we'll do it. Better.
More better. It's going to get more better
for the patrons. Our patrons of the Patreon. So just make sure y'all sign up for that. Support us. We, like I said, we are behind the scenes and we got stuff cooking, ready for y'all. And we can't wait to share it with you guys. Lastly, merch. If you're in the group, you would have seen that I was on the Wednesday. I think it was Wednesday. Like I was sick. I was just sitting there and I was like, let me jump on Teespring and mess around with something. So your boy came up with something pretty dope. And I ordered me a shirt. I got one
already.
Black ordered a shirt. Y'all,
I saw the design. I was like, I'm on
it. So we'll see what you guys think about it. So when we get it, we'll model it for you. Obviously, wear it for the show, and we'll see what the reaction is. If y'all like it, we'll go ahead and make it live. But I likes it. I'm biased. I'm biased.
I love it
because I made it. So
me too. But it's our shit. So I'd rather be rocking our shit anyway. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like when I saw it though, I was like, oh yeah, that one's going in the cart.
That's the one.
Yeah, that one's going in the cart.
So yeah, and also shout out to Jen Johnson, Pitmaster Jen Johnson, with her merch post today. You know, recognizing and stuff, and it made me think. I was at work and I was sitting there. I was like, you know what? Every Monday, I think I'm gonna take a picture wearing some merch and call it Merch Mondays. You know, and everybody who has a piece of merch, go ahead and jump in that thread, and whoever participates in that, maybe one day I'll just be like, you know, maybe this Monday. Maybe this Monday, everybody who participated in the Merch Monday post, I'm gonna just throw them a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Maybe. So that's just something I'm thinking about. That's something I'm thinking about. It's gonna happen. So it's something I'm thinking about. We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works. If you can, maybe, we'll see what happens. But that's all we got. Now I'm gonna give the floor to my man, Sir Blackest Mackest, so he can introduce our guest, who he was honored to be the premier guest. Yes. Yeah. So go ahead and bring in our illustrious guest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an absolute treat for you, especially if you are in the military. You know what I mean? So when you join the military, you're told there are 9 ranks in the enlisted, right?
Mhm.
There's 9 of them. There's 9 of them. The guy that I'm bringing on was at the top of that mountain. You know what I'm saying? Got the chief. And all the while, he had dreams of being a hip hop artist. You know what I'm saying? For a lot of us in the military, you have dreams of doing something on the outside. And over time, you know, whether it be family, whether it be, you know, just age, growth, whatever, you kind of lose sight. But this guy never lost sight of where he was. You know what I'm saying? What he wanted to do. So much so that he rapped at his own retirement ceremony.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Broke down bars. And the dude's not a slouch either. He's not a slouch. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure the eyes in the room was wide open. You know what I'm saying? Now he's doing this thing. He's a part of DFPN.
Yes,
He
sir.
runs the Salute podcast, which we are so very honored to have because he interviews people who has the aspirations like he had. So if you're on this show and you have those aspirations, I invite you, please, to open up your ears to everything this brother is going to say, because he has a lot of game in him. You know what I'm saying? He is here to impart knowledge. There aren't many people. Actually, there are no people. There are no people like the guy that we're going to bring in here. You know why that is? The history of American music in the world, particularly rap music, has been spread along by people in the military. Very few of us reached the top of that mountain. So this guy has reached that mountain, claimed his place in Air Force history, and now he's out chasing his dream on the outside of being one of the dopest rappers, and I believe he's going to absolutely accomplish that. Judging based off what I've heard from him, he's absolutely going to accomplish that. So, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please welcome the hip hop chief himself, Conscious Rhyme, to the Smoke Pit.
What they do?
What they do?
What's going on, man?
What is going on, brother?
Yeah,
man, how you feel?
Here.
What you think about
it? It's been
hey man, that was illustrious. You know, that's better than the one I gave him.
I owed you one, bro.
I'm like, I don't know if I can.
I owed you one.
Hey man, that was nice, man. I was like, damn, is he talking about me? Am I that guy? Can't be me.
You are that guy, bro. You are that guy. But man, welcome to the Smoke Pit, man. Welcome. Finally, a pleasure to get you on, bro. Like, when MRK hit me up and he was like, man, I have an idea for a show. And like, he had pitched this to me a while ago. I never told you the story, but I'm going to tell you now. He pitched this idea to me about a year ago. And he had wanted to bring a show out that was catering to people getting out of the military. But he didn't have quite the idea yet. So I had been in my head putting up scenarios like, how can we do this? How can we cater this? And then out of the blue, he hit me up. He was like, I got it. He was like, I got the perfect person for it too. I'm gonna introduce you to him. And that was our first conversation. I was on the phone when he was like, I have the perfect person for it. And then like me and you chopped it up, and it just made all the sense in the world, bro. All the sense in the world, because there is a lot of people, and I just put myself in that scenario. Like, I was an airman in the dorms, you know what I'm saying? I had a karaoke machine and I had an Xbox. That was all I had. So if I wasn't playing Xbox, I was on the karaoke machine just rhyming. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of me's out there in that situation now. People are in their rooms just doing music, and that aspiration to get there. But what struck me about your story is you were a chief. You were E9. You were up there. So my
Yes,
very
sir.
first
1%.
question to you, yeah, my very first question to you is how did you maintain that hunger? Because when I hear you rap, there's a hunger still there. How did you maintain that after all these years? Even like going up promotion after promotion after promotion, and I'm pretty sure you had all that. We'll cover that, but how did you maintain that through all these years?
Man, I've been rapping since I was like 13, man. So you got to think, man. I'm a little older guy now. So, but I've been rapping since I was like 13, man, and it was just in me, man. I love hip hop. I just couldn't see myself. You know, I love the military. I love what I did in the military, but I just had that hunger. I just know. And as I got older, I think my rhymes got better. I think, you know, and that just made me feel even more inclined to just keep trying and keep trying and keep trying. I had I signed my first contract when I was probably about 17 years old in Miami. First contract when I was 17 years old. Back then I was Cool CT, and then I was Spider, and my group was called Southern Malign. Shout out to my man Sporty Spud, Wilford Norris. He out there, my man Bianco, you know what I'm saying, Devin Knight, and my cousin, you know what I'm saying, Dez the Bias. He got a mixtape out right now, as a matter of fact. Yeah, man, you know, it just was in me, man, and I just saw as I got older, I started getting better. I was like, damn, I think I can still keep doing this. And then when I rapped at my I guess I'm the only one ever to rap at his retirement ceremony. When I rapped,
you would be the first, bro.
When I rapped at the retirement ceremony, and the C commander came up to me afterwards and like, man, that was dope. He said it just like that. He was like, that was dope. You know, so I said, yeah, I guess I can keep doing this. But that's what it was, man. I just as I went through the ranks, I just never gave up, man. I got in the scuffle sometimes with guys, got people laugh, you know, but I just didn't care, man, because I just think that our culture, it's ours. And I know these young people in it, but it's our culture. And I just couldn't stop, man. I just couldn't stop.
Right. And I think you hit that perfectly, because you were like, there's young people in it. But rap is such a touchy genre, because it's like you're too old at like 30. You know what I mean? But rock and roll, Kiss can go out right now and they could do a tour. And MRK alluded to this too. He was like, you could have rock and roll acts that are like 60, 65. You know what I'm saying? But rap is such a touchy subject, which is why I love still meeting people that have that mindset. And you're one of those people. Like, you're never too old to be a dope ass rapper. You're never too old. You know what I mean? And you probably do get better. You probably do get better as you get older. You know what I mean? Because you see more stuff, and there's more stuff that you can actually talk.
That's exactly it, man. I just felt like, you know, as I started listening to young people and listen to them rhyme, I say, man, I think I'm better than that guy. And you know, I will prove it, because I will still rap to somebody. They be like, man, damn, you wrote that? I'm like, yeah, I wrote that. They looking at me, you know, I'm going up through the ranks, Master Sergeant, Senior Master Sergeant. I'm still rhyming. I'm in New Mexico rhyming. I mean, you know what I mean? I didn't care where it was. I'm like, I rhyme wherever. It didn't make no difference to me. I just realized, say, man, I think I'm just as good as these cats. So why should I, you know, got a few gray hairs, but that ain't got nothing to do with my lyrical skills and my tongue.
Hey, tell it. Hey, gray hair out here rhyming. You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? We out here rhyming. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And it sounded good.
Mac, you got something for him?
I do, and you know, I think this is the first show you've been on where we're the ones getting to ask you the questions about when you fell in love with hip hop. Because I hear your questions and you ask dope questions. I almost messed around and listened to your old joints, wrote all your questions down so I can refire them back. But when it comes to hip hop and anything musical, like every time I have anybody on my podcast that dabbles in music, I need to find out, when was it that you were just like, this is what I want to do? Because a lot of people listen to music and they'll be like, this is dope. I know so many people who thought they was going to be rappers, just like I know so many people who thought they was going to be in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But there's something that hits when you hit a wall and you're like, this is too tough. I'm not going for it. What was it that made you fall in love with hip hop? And then what was it that made you, continue to keep going when you hit your first obstacle?
Well, I just tell you in the beginning, I wasn't going to be no rapper. It was just music. I like music. My first love of music came from Michael Jackson. And I think I watched, I've been watching Black Sun. And I'm like, you know what? I'm like, yeah, that was me. That was the boy right here. I felt in love with Michael Jackson. I was at a Christmas play as a kid, man. It wasn't even me performing it, but they was doing Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And I was like, what? Santa Claus? And so I went to my mom. I said, Mom, you got this record? She happened to have that record. And I learned every song on that record. And then I learned every Michael Jackson song he ever had. Then it went to James Brown. Then it went to Stevie Wonder. And it just kept going from there. And then as hip hop, it started to get into that James Brown and started getting funky. And I started to get into it, man. I think that the day, in Miami, we had, I think I touched on this before, man. In Miami, we had we had Luke. We had the 2 Live Crew. We had, Enqui at the Throw the P Girls. You from Miami, you know who that is. LaJuan Love. We had our little Miami crew who was there, and they was tight. But I had this partner of mine named Mike. And so Mike came to school one day. I was in junior high school. I think I was in the 7th or 8th grade. He came to school, now 87, 88. So I'm telling my age right there. So he came to school one day. He was like, look, I want you to check this tape out. I said, all right, check it out. So I went home. I popped the tape in. And the first thing I heard was boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom, boom, bap, boom. I ain't no joke. I used to let this mic smoke. I was like, oh no, wait 1 second. Oh, let me rewind that again. Yeah. And I was just sitting in the tape, mesmerized. And he didn't have all the songs on the tape. I was so bad about it. But I memorized every single song that was on there because I never heard nobody rap like that in my whole entire life. I fell in love right then. Hook, line, and sinker. And I've been, every time I sit down with my pen and pad, I don't care what would Rakim do? What would he feel? What would he feel about it? I love Rakim. You know what I'm saying? He is the reason, next to Brother Marquise from the 2 Live Crew, next to him. but the reason I really want to rhyme, and I still want to rhyme to this day, because of, Rakim Allah. Bottom line.
That's
like
dope,
that.
Bro.
I like that origin story. I like that.
Yeah, that is a good origin story. Have you ever heard how Rakim writes? Like, it's the craziest shit in the world.
No.
Have you heard what he does? So the way he writes, and I actually tried this. It's hard as shit. I don't know how he does it. He puts 16 dots on a piece of paper. And in between those 16 dots, he writes as much as he can, like as many rhymes as he can, because that's the bar. It's hard as shit to do, bro. That is some crazy shit.
Man, you know what I'm saying?
That is incredible. I heard that story and I was like, how the fuck? Like, I actually tried it. I was like, there's no way he could do it. But he's like, yeah, I put 16 dots on a piece of paper and then I write as many syllables as I can in between those 16 dots. I'm like, dude, that's either genius or it's really, really slow. That's some Rain Man shit.
It's crazy when people get interviewed, like what we would consider top tier MCs, not rappers, but MCs, and you hear about their writing process and how they come. You're just like, one is never the same as the other one. There's levels to how they do it, and it's awesome because you see how much of an individual they are. You look at them like, oh, it's just rapping. They just find one word and rhyme it with another one. But to see how they come up with the rhymes and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think one of our pit masters had a question. Let me scroll up.
Go ahead.
She asked as far as how do you find no, we'll get to EJ's question when we get to the one part. But I think Jen asked, does the beat come first for you or the words when you're coming up with your song?
Now, when I was younger, because we didn't have no beats, it was just more so, me just coming up with the rhyme. Because back then, be honest, I wrote for everybody. I wrote for the whole crew. until my cousin learned how to write. You know, and then my cousin he nasty with the pen now. But before that, you know what I mean, it was just me writing for everybody, and I would just have this idea in my head. And I might have heard an old song or something, you know, that I liked from back in the days, and it was more of a song. But the rhymes, I would just write like that, man. And then now that I produce, you can see my background, you know what I'm saying? I produce now. And because I produce the music and stuff like that, now I have a beat. And I just have to, I'll write my rhymes to the beat now that I have.
Right.
But back then it was just the penmanship. It was the pen. But I tell you the truth, I give you some crazy stuff, man. Because I've evolved a lot in my rhymes, and people who know me from back in the days can hear some of my stuff from when I first started until now. They know I really evolved, and a lot of that stuff I don't even write down in my mind. I got the cadences in my mind, and then later on I start writing and they come out. So dudes look at me like, man, that wasn't you about a year ago. No, it wasn't me. But in my mind, I got these cadences going on.
I've changed. I understand exactly how you feel when you say that. I've changed. I'm not the same. I'm not the same mentally as I was last year. No. So everything you're gonna hear is gonna change. I totally get that.
Yeah,
I totally get that.
So that's pretty much my process, man. But yeah, I do beats now. So since I do the beats, I get a beat I like, and I just start writing to the beat. You know, sometimes it takes me longer, you know, and sometimes it takes me shorter time. My man Donnie Adair gonna be on. I don't know what's up with him. Whenever he send me a beat, I can write a rhyme in about 15, 20 minutes. And anytime you hear the rhyme, they be pretty intricate and deep. But I write them in like 15, 20 minutes. I don't know what it is. Lately, he sent me a beat, and it just come like that.
Wow.
But me, it took me almost 6-7 months to finish this verse, these two verses for my last song that I just worked on. Man, and I did the beat. It took me forever to do it. So yeah.
I have a theory on why that is. But do you make a beat for yourself, or do you think like you're making a beat for somebody else?
When I sit down and I make a beat, man, I just had that. I have a feeling, and it's really not for not anybody. It's just me having a feeling. I sit down. I say, man, I got this feeling. I want this feeling to come out. Well, I got this sound in my head. How can I make that sound turn into something on the keyboard, on my keyboard, on the drum machine? How can I make that change into that? And so that's kind of how my beats, how it evolves.
Right. I'll tell you why I think that. It's why I don't make beats anymore. Because all of my creativity went into the beat. It's hard for me to come up with words for a beat that I creatively put together. It's weird to me. But if somebody else sends me a beat, it's like that. Because I'm not thinking about the energy I put into it.
Well, usually it suffers. And I've been working really hard over the years that doesn't suffer. You know, I try to make my beats just as hard as my rhyme. Now, you know, do I think I'm as good as Donnie? No. When Donnie, you know, said Donnie is on another level. You know, I play the bass a little. He played the bass better than me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He played the bass better than me. He played the drums. You know what I'm saying? So Donnie's on another level when it comes to stuff, but you know, I'm there. I'm catching up behind him, but he's Donnie on something else, man, and none of his stuff suffers. His rhymes don't suffer, or his beats, neither one. Just straight.
Right. And he's gonna be on the Salute tomorrow, right?
Yes, he's gonna be on the Salute tomorrow. Donnie 5. One Charlie 5. So, 1 Charlie 5.
And he's a 1 Charlie 5.
Yep.
Yeah. Speaking on that, when we were talking before we went live, this will be your 5th show, right? Fifth show.
Yep.
Three of your guests have been 1 Charlie 5. So 1 Charlie 5 community stand up. We out here. We doing the thing. Still.
Hey, I'll say this, man. I don't know what the hell, man. Y'all some brainiacs. I told him that yesterday. I'm like, y'all all brainiacs. I don't know what the hell y'all got going on. Y'all, he works for Intuit. He works for the TurboTax people. I'm like, how you work for TurboTax? How you get a job like that? He said, it's like Google, man. I'm like, what? I can't even think about doing something like that.
It's some of us who are next level with that stuff can see ones and zeros and stuff, and then there's some where you just like, we probably just needed the Manning, so they just threw you our way. We'll work.
You crossed over, didn't you?
Hey, my man Solo is a physics major. He's a physics major. This cat loves physics.
Yeah.
I'm like, how could you like math that much? But he's a physics major.
Yeah, that was a dope interview with Op Solo, man. I was just like, my man was out here. His scores was high enough. They was trying to make that dude some kind of cryptic linguist and all that stuff, and he was just like, nah, I'm out here in these streets, my guy. Like, and that'll segue to the next question, right? So you from Miami, you grew up,
born and raised.
Yeah. The time I would assume, I'm looking at you. You're a young man. I'll just assume me and you the same age. We 40. We just turned 40. There was a specific time in my maturing into a young man where Miami-based music I was like, hip hop is not the same. It will never be the same. If you ain't got this bass, you ain't got these lyrics, you ain't got this cadence, I don't want to hear it. And this is when my dad, because I'm a military, my dad was stationed in South Carolina. So like that we gravitated to that because that was the South. Like this was it, And so I know that grabbed you. So is that, when did you kind of go from Rakim, which is a New York lyrical base, or did you ever go from wanting to be this lyrical to embracing what your city was doing at the time in hip hop?
No, I was always trying to be lyrical, man. I mean, I just couldn't do nothing else because like I said, I heard Rakim like 87. So I was like, man, I can't do too much, And after that, started doing shows and different things. Now what we would do, which is pretty funny. I think back now. I'm sorry, my cousin Dez, he ain't listening. He probably gonna see this podcast. He's gonna be like, man, why? But you know what I'm saying? What we used to do was we would come out on the show and we would do I Wanna Rock. So we got there, I Wanna Rock, doing that thing, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing the California Worm. My cousin out there just throwing it. He's like 10, 11, 12 years old throwing it. So we doing all of this to get the girls. The girls go crazy. As soon as the girls finish going crazy, we bust out with lyrics. We came out with we bring out with lyrics.
This is what we here for.
We do not care what you say. We try to grab your little cousin at 10 years old. We try to grab his penis. We don't care what you say now. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I used to do. That was our little scheme. We said, okay, we got to get them to listen to us, right? So they can hear what we say. So we go out there, do, you know what I'm saying, pop it, man. I had it down, man. Had the I Wanna Rock, the whole I Wanna Rock down. I Wanna Rock go off. We go in the lyrics. That was our gift.
The bait and switch. The bait and switch.
Exactly. The bait and switch.
It's y'all booty popping and everything. How about these lyrics?
It worked.
You gotta listen. Now sit your ass down.
Yep. It was surefire in Miami. They didn't care what we said after that. They didn't care. They didn't care. When we finished that, they was like, "Oh my God, what up?"
Right. Yeah. So
that's dope, though.
Yeah. So growing up, rapping. You said you signed your first contract at 16, and then there was another contract, 17. Yeah, and then obviously, you joined the military, so there's another contract you signed.
Exactly.
I think one of our viewers, EJ, let me scroll up and see if I can get his question because I don't want to mess it up. He kind of hinted or wanted to know, was there any resistance or pushback from the military as far as you pursuing or wanting to be, here we go. Here's the question here. I'll put it up on the screen. Mm-hmm. So he says, Chief, did you ever feel as if the powers that be in the institution tried to make you conform to their mold and purge you of some of your blackness over the course of your career?
Oh, yeah. The whole time, the whole time I was in, it was something, but I was like, I'm me. I can't be nobody but myself. I'm from Miami-Dade County. I grew up in the streets. I'm a street dude. So the military was a means for me to get out of the streets and not be dead. Right. You know what I'm saying? So I went in the military, but I was still me. It wasn't like I think I told MRK, man. I told him, I say, man, if it wasn't, he had a guy he talked about, but my guy was Op Solo. Op Solo was like, look, man, you can't smash dudes. You can't smash everybody you see. Right. And I won't smash it. Right. That's my whole mindset was just Miami. Like I said, a mouthful of gold teeth back then, just grill. And I was like, man, whoever, and I didn't win awards, man. I didn't get the below the zone. I should have got below the zone. I think I was sharp enough to get below the zone, but I didn't get below the zone. I had gold teeth. I didn't get that. I never won any awards, none of that stuff. I never did. I'm a guy that made it all the way to the top without winning any of that. Now ask me how. That's the blessing. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't win. I didn't get none of that stuff. I didn't have the best EPRs in the beginning. They gave me all 4s. I didn't get a 5 until I was a staff sergeant.
Bro, y'all remember when Forrest was like a death sentence and shit?
Yeah,
motherfucker get a 4 and shit, man, bro.
They be like, bitch, you ain't getting promoted. Yeah. I ain't getting promoted now. What the fuck? I got a 4 on that shit.
Yeah, but I never stopped being me, and because I never stopped being me, on one of my EPRs, I did a show in Korea, and it's on my EPR. A benefit, I use it as, I use
God
it as.
damn it, why I ain't never think of that shit?
Yeah, I use it as I went out and did a community service. Building. It was a community service thing, and it's on my EPR.
Dope.
Oh shit! I should have hung around you when I was in shit. Would have known.
Hey, man.
This the bullet. Just so y'all know.
That bullet went. That bullet was right on my EPR. I was like, damn, it
went. So coming up through the ranks and everything, obviously, as you mature as a man and stuff, obviously you were talking about your cadence and everything about you change, how as you were as a rapper 2 years ago, 3 years ago, you're always evolving and changing, which I think artists need to do. They need to be able to evolve because you don't want to be the one trick pony. And then because, once that certain style of rap or whatever music goes away, like that's it. You can't do much else. So talk to me about how being in the military or anything you experienced in the military kind of help you evolve as an artist and kind of some of the things you talk about lyric wise and whatnot.
I think, like I told Mark, I know he had a take on it. He was like, that's the individual, but I think just experiencing racism for the first time, that influenced how I became even more militant black in that way. And I was still like,
talk about that.
I was straight, but I'm me. You know what I mean? Period. And it just, Talk
about how, because people will say, he's black, but talk about what you mean when you say that, because you alluded to it on that podcast, but break it down for the people.
Okay.
Like, so probably didn't hear it.
So basically, I'm from Miami, came from Miami. In Miami, it's a lot of different cultures. We mingle, Haitian, Cuban, white, black, everybody's there. All the foods mingle, everybody. So I didn't know, like I said, I said on the podcast. I played with the Dukes of Hazzard. I knew who Bo and Luke Duke was. I saw the General Lee on the top, but I thought it was just a cool ass car that a couple of white guys come out. You know what I'm saying? And they go fight people, they jump back in. I thought it was the coolest thing in the world. I had my Bo and Luke Duke toys. I knew nothing about that life.
Right.
I get in the military. I get stationed at my first station. So I get there and stuff like that. And there was other cat, his name was Saber. He was a Filipino cat with a gold tooth from Texas. It was me and him. We were the only ones that liked BET. So, I'm a fireman. He had to go and they was Saber. I never hear. So Saber sitting in there on the couch. It was me and him. Because in the firehouse it was only two TVs. It was one that was in the day room that everybody had in there, and there was another one they had where we had a pool room at. And so me and Saber being there watching BET, what was it? BET Raps, whatever it was back in the day.
The basement.
We sitting there watching that. Yeah. And so they would see us out there watching this. So what they did was they did something to the TV where you couldn't get BET. That was the first time. I was like, how the hell?
Oh, that's fucked up.
You had to damn near punch it in to get it. They did that first. I'm like, what the hell? What's going? You know what I'm saying? What is this? They didn't like Saber.
There'll be no channel 31 in this motherfucker.
Yeah,
I'll
they
tell
didn't
you.
Like Saber was a Filipino dude with a gold tooth and a black white. I'm like, oh, that's why y'all don't like him. I didn't get it at first, but they didn't like Saber. So you remember those things? What would they call back in the days? Oh my God, when they had to reserve your job. You remember that reserve your job thing?
Oh yeah, the lane entry shit.
No, when you was in before, if you did your 4 years,
the CJR, whatever it was.
They wouldn't give him that. They wouldn't give this man that. They would like deny him. He's like they denied that.
So he couldn't re-enlist.
He couldn't re-enlist. They did not like this dude. So that was the first. That was one of it. And then the next thing, I had this one dude. His name was Marty Moose, man. Marty Moose came up to me. He's from Mariana, Florida. I'm in Tyndall in Panama City. He comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, I think I alluded to it on the show. He was like, man, look. He's like, man, why you got a problem with my ex? I'm like, we don't have a problem with your ex. I'm like, what the hell is this? He's like, we don't have a problem with Malcolm X. So why you got a problem with the Confederate flag? I said, I don't even know what you're talking about, man. I'm so far removed from that, from being from Miami. So I didn't know what this dude was talking. It was so bad that I had to, my mother had to call my recruiter. Because my recruiter would try to come out to the school where my mother worked at and try to recruit people. My mother was like, no, sir. I don't know what you did to my son, but you better go get my son up out of where you put him at. And so he called me. My recruiter called me.
You picked that janky ass career for him.
That dude called me. He was like, look, bro. He's like, his name was Norris. He's like, look, bro, you need to go ahead on and get out of there. You need to put orders. Your mother's killing me over here. My mother like, you cannot come back to the school.
He's about to kill my ass.
I don't know what you did to my son. So that's what I'm saying. I was, man, and it was just crazy, man. It was one time I told the first sergeant, he was training another first sergeant. I went in there. I was like, look, man, I'm about to kill everybody in this station. I told him, I'm about to kill everybody in this station.
You wild, man. What you doing,
Get the hell out of here. I got orders to Panama. The next couple of days, I was gone. I said, man, I'm about to
Panama? The country, Panama?
Yeah.
Lord Jesus.
Panama. They got me out there.
They ain't even they said, fuck them, we're going to put them in Panama City,
I said,
Panama.
I got a gun. I said, I got my 9. I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to kill everybody in this. Matter of fact, I got this 9, that same 9 right here next to me. I said, I'm going to kill everybody. I'm going to kill everybody in this fire station. And they was like,
we got to get them the fuck out of here.
They told them, they was like, look, do not talk to Airman Wilcox. They say nobody's allowed to talk to Airman Wilcox. Nobody. So they would not talk to me on my way out the door because they were like, this dude is crazy. He's going to kill everybody.
Bro, you know that is old ass Air Force, because you try that shit now, bro, you ain't making it out, my guy.
Yeah, man.
Didn't have the perfect response, and he still made cheese.
Exactly.
Everybody laugh. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, you do that shit now. You can't even
put him under the jail. They put him under the jail.
Oh, under the jail, right.
Get the DEA, get FBI, get OSI, get everyone out here for this guy, because we are not taking chances. We are not taking chances.
They were like,
he's done.
Do not talk to Airman Wilcox. Do not talk to Airman. Whatever you do not talk to Airman Wilcox. It was so funny.
Which is 100% the wrong approach, because like you recently got out. You see how the Air Force is now. If somebody got a problem, hey, go talk to him, see what's wrong with him real quick. So please talk to him, figure what's going on with him. It's just crazy. Like I guess it's cool seeing the progression of the Air Force. Like, the whole, hey, I'm gonna shoot everybody in here. PCS. Put people in Panama in danger. You know what I'm saying?
Send them to Panama.
Put people over there.
I think what it
make
was,
him happy.
He was training another first sergeant. He was sitting there with another guy. He was trying to train him, and they didn't know what the hell to think it is. I walked in there and I said that. He was like, he had to figure out something real quick. I walked in there. He's like, what you want to talk about? I'm gonna kill everybody in the fire station.
Bro, I wish. There's some shit I would laugh.
Imagine being a first sergeant. Imagine being the first sergeant hearing that shit. You'd be like, what?
In the middle of training somebody. So you in there, you in the office.
Yes, but this is how you file the Article 15.
Yeah, man, it was crazy. I didn't get training. It was a Mexican cat. It was me. It was a dude from Las Vegas with tattoos. None of us got the training. When I got to my next base in Panama, I didn't have nothing. They was looking at me like, what was you doing over there? I didn't get no training. They would not train. But they would train the redheaded, freckled kind of white guy. They would train them guys. They would not train us. None. We got over there. I got over to Panama. I didn't have nothing. None of my search for anything. It was bad.
So, that's wild.
Keep it real.
Where do we go from here?
I said, well, it's dope because like Jen said, like, and you still made cheap, you know. So
I did.
back you know that would come up, you know, you were getting fours and all that stuff, but you know you worked your way to the top. So let me just say this, because I'll ask you this both military wise and then hip hop wise. From when you came into the military to where you saw it when you got out, what's your thoughts? Is it better? Where can it improve, so forth and so on? And then from when you first got into hip hop to where it's at now, how do you look at that? Is it getting better? Because I mean, both entities are under attack. Like a lot of people are just like the military is getting soft, this, that, and the third. Some people are like, it's being progressive, it's going in the right direction. Other people look at hip hop like it ain't the same. These mumble rappers, trash. Other people are like the diversity of it. There's something in it for everybody. You know, you have MCs, you got this, you got the what do you call it? The trap beats and all that other stuff. Yeah. So what is retired fire chief, hip hop chief think about both parties?
Okay, we'll start with the military. I'll start with the military. If you don't know, I retired out of the Pentagon. So I went from threatening to kill people to walk around the Pentagon.
While on my ice cube.
Pentagon, you know what I'm saying? You should have seen the first day I went to the Pentagon, I put my little badge and say, Lord, what in the hell is this? I say, man, I done went from Miami-Dade County, mouthful of gold teeth, to I'm touching the badge, getting ready to walk into the damn Pentagon. What in the hell has happened in this world? That's what I was thinking. And I walked the first day I went to the Pentagon, like, what in the world? What is going on? So one day, I'm telling you, one day I was in the Pentagon. I'm getting ready to eat my lunch. I finished eating my lunch. I'm sitting there. Yeah. And as I'm finishing up my lunch, I hear this voice say, hey, I like to sit, I thought I would have lunch with a fellow chief. So I like, who is this? And I looked up. It's Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force Wright.
Oh, wow.
So he sits down with me and he sits there and we start talking about it. So the same stuff you asking me is the same stuff I start talking to him about. And we started talking about the EPRs, and we had some similar stories of EPR. And I'm gonna tell you, if you don't know, it's about the realest brother on earth.
Oh man,
realest brother on earth. Don't get it twisted. But I think if you seeing this cat, hell no, that dude's real as a dead. No, I ain't gonna even put him on the real. You know
he's one of the people. He's one of the people I wish that were in charge when I was in. Like, that's what we needed. Like, we needed this shit years ago. So when he came through and put the tomahawk to a whole bunch of shit, well, I was happy. Yep. I was like, I ain't in no more, but I know the shit gonna change for the better. You know
I definitely asked him. I said, so you trying to tell me out of the whole years the Air Force been around, there's only been 2 brothers that could be chief? He just looked at me. He shook his head. I went there. I said, there's only 2? The whole Air Force is only 2. He just looked at me like, no, he shook his head, started laughing. But we had a deep conversation. Real cat had a deep, and so from that conversation, I'm getting into what about it, man. The EPRs, I don't think EPRs is ever going, because it's all based on people, and so I don't think EPRs will ever be a way. But I don't know how else you would be able to judge people. I know they're trying to find different ways to do it, but EPRs will always be a problem because it's people. They don't like you. They don't like you. And they could use what they don't like about you to affect your military career.
Against you. Yeah.
Okay. That has happened to all of us. I know it. And it happened to me. Yeah. I don't like you for whatever reason it is. I'm going to use this against you. And so it hinders people from promotion. It hinders people from getting to the level they need to get to. If that's the case. I was just pretty good at maneuvering. I knew how to write real well. So I was able to kind of maneuver around a few things. The PT test. Before I left out, I was a part of the Tier 2 process where we were going in and we were developing a PT test for firemen, because I retired up as the career field manager. I was IMA to the career field manager up at the Pentagon for fire protection. So, we worked on that. So, they were starting to understand that we Air Force, man, we not the Army. We got jobs we do. Let's start catering some of these physical fitness stuff to the job. And so they're starting to go that way. So that's starting to change, which I'm excited about. Uniform stuff is good. I do think we a little babyish. I mean, like I said, I was able to do some things back in the days.
Always.
I get example why I think about now. So now when I was coming up, your partners would not let you go back on base when you were drinking. You got a drink, you got your little drink in your hand, whatever, you drink a little bit. Hey, stay at my house. Don't go back on the base. Now they let you go on the cats go on the base, and everybody get hemmed up and get kicked out. You know what I'm saying? So now it's all all or none attitude. Now, if you do something wrong, no matter what it is, kicked out. Everything based on the PT test. Which if you can't run and your waist is not this small, you can't work out. Don't never be no big dude because you never gonna pass the PT test because your waist got to be this damn small. And even if you didn't have a flat stomach and you a little wide because you work out, your tape is jacked up. So the PT test.
Bro, I was doing UFC cuts every PT test. I knew it. Everyone.
Like
I
this
was doing UFC cuts
in the sauna with a full plastic suit on. Like, what is you doing here? You said no job.
In the sauna with the.
I need the job. I need the job.
You mean that sucking in, trying hard to suck in? This is crazy,
bro. Hey, y'all heard about the joint they was doing? Some of the cats they put on the Saran wrap with Perspiration H the night before.
Yep.
I'm like, to pass?
Killing your liver. You're killing your liver, son.
Killing your liver. I seen dudes drink a whole Monster and try to go out there and run. They all passed out throwing out.
Oh, but
it's crazy. It's just, you see what I'm saying? It's just that mentality that you have to pass this PT test. This PT test, you have to pass it, or you just not worthless. You're a worthless airman. And so all that stuff, that's the things I see that I think we need to work on in the military. And I was good retiring because I'm like, hey, I was ready. I knew I was ready. But those things I think can change. The military has, is a culture a little bit better with diversity a little bit, but it still got a little work. Now I'm gonna go over to the hip hop. Hip hop for me, I don't have a problem with these young cats, man. Do I subscribe? Like I listen to some of them. I can't even know half of their names, but I listen to some of them. I listen to some of these young dudes.
It all starts with Lil.
Little something. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to, because I try to listen to dudes from the crib back home in Florida and Miami. I listen to this cat called Jack Boy. He's Kodak Black Boy. I can only take so much, but I listened to it and I was like, man, this dude, man, what is he saying? You know what I'm saying? Everything is about killing people and it's about murder and it's about this. It's no positivity in hip hop, and that's what bothers me, because back in my time, you had Luke come out with Pop That Pussy, then you had Fight the Power. Then you had, what I'm saying, you had pro-righteous teachers. You know what I mean? You had the raunchiness, you had everything. There was a place for everybody. Right. After every day after Christmas, when I was growing up in Miami, Luke would hold at the Miami Stadium, he would hold a concert. And that was the biggest thing for us growing up. Hey, I'm gonna get my fresh sweatsuit on, my Adidas sweatsuit. I'm gonna get my Kango. I'm gonna we finna go out here and we're gonna be here the day after Christmas there. Man, I got to see Slick Rick. I got to see EPMD. I got to see Public Enemy. I got to see Ice-T. I got to see, so I can go down the list of the MCs. I don't know if y'all remember Tough Crew. Tough Crew was kind of, you know what I'm saying, my part of town. Tough Crew.
I remember Tough Crew. My brother used to listen to it.
I got to see Tough Crew. So, I mean, where's that now, man? It's just one type of music all day long, every day. And then I try to listen to, them to see what they own, so I could, kind of, but the beat is same. It's like it's nothing new. It's not nothing. It's like nobody's challenging themselves to be that next guy. You know what I mean? Wow. And the young guys are doing that. The J. Cole, the Kendrick Lamars. Why is only 3 of them? Why is only there got to be more than just these one couple of guys that want to be lyrical. There
are though, but nobody's checking for them. You know what I'm saying? And the worst thing to happen to hip hop is the shit started making money, right? That was the absolute worst thing that could fucking happen to hip hop, because now that you've shown the powers that be that the shit can generate money. Oh, now they got to control it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a certain sound. And it's gonna take some bold brothers to be like, you know what, fuck this shit, bro. We're gonna do what we want to do. We're gonna rhyme how we want to rhyme. Y'all can listen, y'all can not, because I'm gonna be speaking some real shit over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna talk some real shit.
Yes, sir.
If y'all want that other shit, go to 98.3. My shit gonna be on Bandcamp.
Yes, sir. Hey,
you know what I'm saying? My shit gonna be on Bandcamp.
J. Cole got some cats that's raw over there. Some young dudes. He got some dudes in his roster that I listen to on the right.
Jib's one of them.
Yeah.
Jib's nice.
Yeah, he got a whole crew of cats over there. And I'm like, man, these dudes, they got their own little flavor, their own little style. And that's what I want more of. That should be on the radio too.
Right.
It should be a place for everybody. That's my point. It just with hip hop, I don't have a problem with the young guys. I don't have a problem with the music, but it should be a little more well-rounded. That's
it should be. You're definitely speaking facts. You're definitely speaking facts. So let's merge both of them back together. So in your career, was there ever an airman under your tutelage or mentorship or chain of command that had a dream like say I want to get out and make beats, or if you ever had that, what would you tell them? You know what I'm saying?
I don't say, it was just rare to see anybody that was really musical like that. You know what I mean? It was a couple of guys in the fire department. I talked to them and they come to me and they tell me things, and I would support anybody that had a dream, man. Because I don't know if I think I've said it before. A man is not a man if you don't have a dream.
Without a dream, yeah.
You gotta have something that you want to be, that you want to do. Is something that you think about. You know what I mean? That you just want to accomplish. So a man is not a man to me if you don't have a dream. And so I had guys that I saw that that wanted to do things. It wasn't really music wise. It might have been art, or it might have been something else. And I always supported them. I tried to support anything. Anytime somebody came, like Mark was saying, like he was saying, that was what he said. That would be me. I would try to support anybody.
Speak on how, because there's somebody that may be listening that is going through that. So speak on how exactly that helps for supervisors to realize and provide that.
Because everybody not going to be, a chief. Everybody not going to be chief master sergeant in the Air Force. That's not going to be the case, man. Everybody's not going to be that. So you got to foster people. Some people just come in the military to get education. Some people just want to get out of crime. Some people just want to get away from their mama house. So everybody's there for their own reasons. You can't make a person feel bad because they're not what you want them to be. And I saw that a lot in the military. They're not what you want them to be. They who they are. Right. Let them be who they are. Nurture and foster who those people are, not who you want them to be.
Right.
Foster a person's dream. Let them go. Like, I thank my supervisor for letting me go do just like MRK. He let me go and do that show. He didn't have to let me go do it. It was for homeless and for not homeless. It was building some homes for locals in Korea, and it was a charity event for that. He let me go do that. He let me do some things that I did talent shows. I was able to get off some time early just to go do talent shows at the Challenger up in Korea. If anybody was in Korea, they know the Challenger at Osan. Yeah, it was a time when we rocked that. We shut that down. Wasn't nobody coming in. If you was in Korea from 2001 to 2002, and you tried to perform at the Challenger, bad days for you. Bad days for you because you wasn't going to win. Right. you wasn't going to win. So that's that. But yeah, man. I believe in people's dreams, man, and fostering those dreams, be it education, whatever it is. And I do that now. You know what I mean? As if you don't know, I'm a deputy fire chief at an Army installation in Virginia. And so, I do that now. I manage 41 people. I'm in charge of 41 individuals that come to me for mentorship and come to me for things. And they got dreams and they got aspirations. And I'm always telling them, hey, whatever your dreams, your aspirations it is, follow that. Don't give up. Believe in yourself. If nobody else don't believe in you, believe in yourself. And that'll make all the difference. And be humble.
Definitely.
Some people just not humble. Definitely. Be humble, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the key. That's the key.
Yeah.
People look at being humble as being weak, or because everybody in that mindset, and it's hit or miss with the Kevin Gates get out there. I got 2 phones. I got 6 jobs. I don't get tired. I just keep grinding and like, bro, just sit back and rest and look and take some advice. Like, yeah, you should be motivated, but at the same time, being humble to sit back and, because I was telling somebody, we just had it going away for somebody. And I was just telling them how great of a job they've done. Because in their minds, they thought they just dropped the ball on so many things throughout their 5 years here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, you did this for me. You did this for me. You did this for this person. You did this for this person. You did this for everybody. You made this, you know, you start telling them the great stuff they did. And it's hard for them to believe because everybody's either, everybody's their own worst critic. You know, everybody looks at, I could have did this better. I could have did this better. And then, because I'm the same way, people will come up to me be like, bro, you kicked ass. You did this. You're the best. Like, we couldn't have done, nobody else could have done this. I'm just like, bro, I just do my job. Like, there are many people out there who are doing this way better than me. So it's hard for me to accept confidence. So I know it's just hard for people to do. But some people, they're just like, nah, I'm that dude. I'm that chick. You know, in hip hop, I think it's what they feel is needed because you got to stand out in this game. You know, you got to have this bravado. You know, you got to, you know, it's rare.
I got to be the man.
Because when you rap, you ain't trying to, you trying to be like, I'm the best out. You know, I'm the best, I'm this, I'm that. You know, it's hard to just be a humble ass rapper. I think they were back rappers and shit, you know?
Yeah. Let me tell you, I'm gonna give you something, man. When I, you know, I believe, and I tell CNCOs, and I would talk to them, they would make Master Sergeant, and they would ask me, give me some advice. First thing I would tell them, and I said it to an MC, don't believe the hype. My man Flavor Flav, he couldn't have said that better. Every time I'm listening to my face, every time somebody believe the hype, they got kicked out, they lost a strike, something happened because they was believing what these folk was telling them. And I'm like, man, I don't believe nothing they tell me. Oh, you're the greatest chief. You're the greatest Master Sergeant. You're the greatest till you do something wrong. Then they like, let me take that little strike, pluck that right up. You know what I'm saying? So how about you don't believe the hype? I never believe the hype. Never believe the hype. That's why I'm sitting here like I am right now. Me, I did not believe when I was a staff sergeant. We had dudes, man. Everybody would get kicked out for smoking weed. Everybody. So I had this one guy get kicked out for smoking weed, and he asked me. He was like, "Man, you mind writing me?" Because they was like whether or not he was gonna get a dishonorable discharge or a general discharge. He said, "Would you mind writing me a letter?" And I wrote the letter. You know, I had dudes hating on me because I wrote him the letter. He smoked weed. Obviously. You ain't grew up where I come from.
He probably needed that shit.
So you gonna make this man, he gonna have his whole life destroyed for some weed. Really?
For some weed. He probably needed that shit. Y'all probably drove that dude up a wall any fucking way. You know what I'm saying?
What the hell is this? You know what I mean? They was mad at me. They was mad at me. Dudes wasn't talking to me.
Wow.
They said I was the worst NCO ever because I wrote this guy a letter. They're like, you'll write a letter for anybody. No, I'll write a letter for somebody who's trying to do something else in their life, who don't want, you know, their life shouldn't be finished because they smoke weed. They got life after. He was probably about 19, 20 years old.
Life after the Air Force. Like, it's cool to admit he's not cut for the Air Force. He can't follow our rules, but he can still function on the outside as a working adult. Like, it ain't.
Right.
Man, I had dudes who couldn't get up to come to work. Okay, they just can't get up, but they maybe get a night job somewhere. You kick them out the military, but their life is not over with because they can get up. They could get up in the morning.
They commit no major crimes. You know,
right.
What I'm saying?
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. Like, one mistake will follow you forever. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That one mistake will follow. No matter how much you grow, no matter how much you do, that one mistake is going to follow you. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be known for that. Yeah, I think it's stupid too, bro. Like, people grow, man. Like, and especially if you're like 18, 19, we all wild the fuck out. You just said you was like, I'm gonna kill everybody in the smoke. You know what I mean? I ain't do it, but you know what I'm saying? We all did some wild shit. You know what I'm saying? And like, you made chief. Like, that's the craziest shit of it all.
I'm telling you.
I still fucking made chief. You know what I'm saying? Like, think of how many other people are in your shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold one thing against somebody because that person could become the hip hop chief. You know what I'm saying?
Right here. You know what I'm saying? I'm the only one of my friends that made chief. Nobody made senior. Everybody was either a tech sergeant when they retired or master sergeant. I'm the only one of my friend, my circle of friends that made chief.
Yeah.
Go.
And unfortunately, that's how it is. That you the top one, bro.
Man,
the top
you know,
one.
I try to do something with it though. You know what I mean? When I say that, I try to do stuff with it, man. I try to talk to people like I'm doing right now, helping people if I can help them. You know what I mean? Help them with they want to do music. If I can help them do music, sometimes I charge cash for beats. Sometimes I got a dude that come over here all the time. Man, I make beats for him. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, because it might be that beat that I gave him that's like, man, that was like a Christmas gift to him or something. You know what I mean? That might have been the greatest thing in the world, and I did something for him that boosts his self-esteem up or made him feel good. You know what I mean? So I'm okay with that, man.
Dope, man. Dope. Mac, you got anything else?
Man, it's like I know we got other things we want to get into, but you know, it's rare to get somebody like I mean, you admit it, like to get to where you're at, being a black man, you know, it's just awesome to see. And I think our current Chief Master Sergeant Air Force, Bass, is doing a great job as well.
Oh yeah.
It just sucks. It took how
Bass
many
don't be out here playing no games either with people.
How many years to get a female, to get a female Chief Master Sergeant of the Air Force? You know what I'm saying? Like it just forever. And we just got our first black chief staff of the Air Force, so I mean it took a while to get here. We're here now, and to be able to pick your brain and I mean, I don't know if you've been reading the comments, but a lot of people are appreciating your insight and what you've been saying. Because the sad part is what you're saying, a lot of the people who are serving feel that way. Mm-hmm. But the way the military works, it's if you ain't in this part of the upper tier, we can make all the recommendations. I mean, they're trying to do what they can. They're doing the diversity, inclusive teams and all this stuff now. And, hey, you can wear the ponytails now. If you're this religion, you can have the beard and stuff now. So they're trying to be more inclusive of a whole lot of stuff. But it's just sad to keep saying, and it's not rampant across the military, but it's still embedded in the military. Favoritism, discrimination, racism, and all that stuff. You said you experienced it at Tyndall, the way you remedied it. We can't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Do not do what I do.
hey, Jedi's in here. My man, David Fitzmaurice, man. So I know I can't run up into the debt waving a gun, with Jedi. He'd be like, bro, you got some big problems. I got to, because there's other people in this debt I got to worry about. So, I mean, what would you say to people who are facing that, whether it be females, I mean, even transgender people, because at first, hey, you're welcome to serve. Nah, get the fuck out. Nah, you can serve. So they're sitting here like, bro, I want to serve my country. I want the same benefits. I pay taxes. I'm a citizen. Why I can't serve my country? What would you give that advice to those people who feel like they're being discriminated or like their voice isn't being heard?
I would, man, I would say,
that's a loaded question.
It is a loaded question. I know. I see. You know what I mean? I would say to anybody who's there are people that's like-minded, like that see things differently. There are progressive people out there. You just got to find them. There are progressive NCOs. There are progressive senior NCOs. You just got to find those type people. And if somebody discriminates, let me tell you, I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not the one. Because, man, I put EEO complaints on dudes. I put IG complaints. I want all of them. I want every single one of them. Everybody tell you, I'm not the one. No, I'm not him. So when they would do something to me, I bust them quick. And then I didn't care. I mean, some people scared of their career and all this other stuff. I didn't care. Right. I mean, if you're discriminating against me, I'm going to get you. And I did it. And I mean, if you feel like somebody's discriminating against you, do not be afraid to tell someone. Do not be afraid to file an EEO complaint. Do not be afraid. Now, EEO system is kind of jacked up in the military, but the way the culture is right now, if somebody's discriminating against you or sexually harassing you or doing something to you, they out of gas. They probably going to get kicked out tomorrow. So this is the perfect time the way the culture is right now, to put your foot down and say no. I've served with transgender people. I've served with gay people. They've been gay people in the military. You just didn't know about it.
Right.
Yeah.
They right there. You know what I'm saying? I had
Right.
some in basic training. They sit right next to you in the cot in basic training, and you didn't know. So who cares? You know what I mean? There's what that has to do with them picking up a gun or being able to fly aircraft or be able to drop a bomb on the enemy.
Do the mission.
Just do the mission.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with it. I say just there's progressive people out there. There's good people out there. You just gotta find them and don't be afraid to be a head bustler. That's what I call a head bustler. Go for what you know.
That's
you know
the crib talk right there. That's crib talk.
That's crib talk. I'm a head bustler. You know what I mean? I want every EEO complaint. I put an EEO complaint on the chief, brother chief in one.
Ooh.
So I had to tell y'all that about that offline. You know what I'm saying? But I put it on
I mean, the fact that you did that just lets people know, man, just hold everybody accountable, man. Like there's no favoritism. Because what if you had not done that? What it would have done to your credibility? Like, oh, you let him get away with that because he's black, you know, but you on the heads of everybody else, you know?
No.
You got to keep everybody the same, man. And yo, that's dope you did that. Because not a lot of people are doing that shit. I'm going to be honest. My 20 years in, man, I've seen some shit. Things as subtle as, hey, we got a VIP general coming through, you know, hosting the tour, giving them the tour. That'd be a nice bullet. However, nobody on a shaving waiver is going to be allowed to do it because we feel it looks unprofessional. Even though you got a whole piece of paper, the Air Force is saying you allowed to look like this.
Yeah.
They feeling like it's an unprofessional look. Like, my guy, I can't help. I can't help this shit. This shit hurts my face. The waiver.
It's in the regs.
Hey, the question I would ask these people, my man, have they ever talked to a general? I have.
Yeah.
And they put their pants on the same way you put your pants on. It's so funny. They act like this. And if you really get to know a general and meet a colonel or a full bird colonel or a general, it ain't nothing like that. They be like, man, what are these people running around? They're like that. They're nothing like that. But they understand that's how people gotta be. But they run around. The general's coming, the colonel's coming. And then when you meet these cats, they just like they be usually like, this the guy that's a colonel. This the guy that's got and the only thing he has, what, a bachelor's degree or a master's degree. Hell, I got that. What make him better than me? He don't care. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I've seen some stuff. And if you ever get a chance to meet a general or a colonel, you just die laughing because they it's not at all what you think. It's us.
Yeah, if you can get them, because we've had a couple. Oh, I got the echo going on. When you get, I was ever at Tyndall and we was at the schoolhouse, so we would get guests to come through and speak at graduations. We'd have colonels, 1 stars. They just be chill. You know, when you sit down and talk to them at lunch, they just want to talk to you like, what's your day? What's this like? Like, they don't want you kissing their ass. They don't want you shining their shoes, all that other. I mean, they just talk to me. I'm here to help you guys, like, bring up concerns and stuff, and I'll see what I can do. I'll tell you what I know. I'll tell you what I don't know. Like, and it's humbling. Like, I respect the rank, but I respect it even more when they're just like, just talk to me.
Yep. On my show, I'm gonna bring on a retired major, man. He's a retired major. He works for Miami-Dade Fire Rescue. Man, he's probably one of the dopest. He's on my album. Man. He's one of the dopest poets, MCs you ever want to meet. Cold, you know what I mean? But he's an officer, a retired officer. You'd be surprised, you know what I'm saying? But there you go. I'm gonna bring him on the show. Y'all, I'm definitely gonna like that episode.
Yeah. What
I
you
can't
got,
wait for it, bro.
What you got for him before we let Conscious Rhyme bounce? What you got for him?
Tell the people how they can find your show, man, and how they can follow you to stay in tune.
Hey, man, we on Spotify, we on Google Play, we on Apple, the Salute Podcast. I try to do it twice a month. And I make sure that whenever I do it, I'm always trying to up the bar and have somebody on there that I think everybody be interested in hearing what they have to say. It's always hip hop. It's always guys who are prior military, and it's always love. You want to check me out on Instagram? I'm Conscious X on Instagram. You want to check out some of my music? You can find a lot of my music on same venue, Spotify, Google, Conscious Rhyme. My last album was Unauthorized Bio of Pat Wilcox. You want to check out the last mixtape we did on that Piff. Purgatory is called Quarter Water. If you haven't heard Quarter Water, I would say go listen to Quarter Water because you might be surprised. So Quarter Water, the last single we put out was Let Me Love You. But from Purgatory, that video's out there on YouTube. Nice video, Let Me Love You. We got the GIMP out right now. We got the GIMP, which is a lyric video. If you haven't heard, if you want to hear what I sound like, you want to hear me spit, and you really want to know what I'm on, go check out the GIMP. I think you might be surprised. I think you'll like the GIMP. It's out there right now. It's Heaven and Earth with Donnie 5. You could, let's see, jump in my group, man. If you're on Facebook, jump in the group, the Salute Podcast group. Love to have you in there. I'm working on a project. My project is called 47. That's gonna be my next album here. Trying to drop that in June. So first single off that probably gonna be The Prey. I'm deadly with it, man. I'm deadly with it. I think y'all gonna like it.
So I don't know if you were seeing my face as you was just spouting off all this music. we in a whole chat, my guy, Chief. Respect. We in a whole chat. I had no idea you was out here in the streets like this with the albums, man.
Yeah, man.
I was about to finish this interview like, yo, so you said something about an album. When can we expect that? You talk about a catalog way back since when? Hit you up here. Nobody was telling me about this shit.
Hey, that's my fault. That's my fault.
Check me out.
That's my fault.
I'm out here trying to share everybody music. I'm out here trying to share everybody. Because my whole thing in life right now, I'm trying to be that dude that's just like, if whatever little platform I got, if I can put your shit out there, if I can put one or two extra people on your shit, my job is done. You know, like I'll do what I can. I'm sitting here, you listing mixtapes, Dat Piff, Quarter Water, motherfucker. I'm just sitting here. I'm like, so who got shit that I don't know about? Because I'm steady looking for good shit, man. I'm steady looking for good shit.
If you listen to Quarter Water, you might be on it. And most of that album is produced by Donnie 5. I produced one track on it. The last track on it, I produced it. I produced Let Me Love You. If you go to YouTube, Purgatory, Let Me Love You. I produced that.
All right. I forgive you. I'm going to blame
I'm going to check this interview out tomorrow.
Chief, I forgive you. Mac, we're going to have to talk about this season because you knew about all this shit. You knew about all this shit. You didn't tell nobody. My man had labeled.
I knew it. But listen though. He sent me some shit.
I could have pressed that button right here and
he sent me some shit, and I was like, oh shit, because he sent me something, and I was like, he's like, hey, yeah, man, we working on this right here, and I'm like, oh shit, because they spitting this whole shit, they going off, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm sitting in my car. I got it in my car. I'm listening in my car. I'm like, I stopped. I was like, oh shit, they spitting. These motherfuckers rapping.
Rap.
They rapping.
You been new. You been had this shit, Mac. You been had this shit. Okay.
Oh, we rap. Okay, you know what I'm saying?
We rap.
I led off with Rakim. I led off with
that. You did.
I'm trying to tell you.
Man, you did.
If I could grow up and I could be like somebody, be Rakim with Black Thought, that should tell you something right there.
Okay, real quick before we leave, on the spot. Now,
here we
go. No particular order, because I know that would take some time.
I am hiding my face for a reaction.
Top 5 MCs in the game right now.
Top 5 MCs in the game right now?
Yeah.
You really want me to tell you?
Yep.
Fonte.
Go ahead.
Fonte. I don't know if you know
from
who
Lil
Fonte
Brother?
is. I'm going to help you out. Fonte, Black Thought.
From Lil Brother?
Yeah. Fonte, Black Thought.
Okay.
Let me see. Fonte, Black Thought. I like Skyzoo. Skyzoo is hard as hell. Let's see. I am a Kendrick Lamar fan.
Yes.
And J. Cole.
Nice voiceover. And J. Cole.
Those are my top guys right now. Now I like Smoke. I like what Smoke Dizza. I like Smoke Dizza. I think Smoke Dizza doing some nice stuff. I'm really feeling him. Let me see, man. God dang it. Those are my. I think I hit 5 right there.
You did.
If you could get a bucket list
from Fonte, another brother Chief sent me. You know, the fire chief I know sent me this track by Fonte called Violence. If you have not heard it, I would go Google Violence and play it over and over and over again. Every time I pop in my car, it comes on.
Fonte.
So you're not a Little Brother fan. If you don't know, my dog was named Fonte. I've seen every show that Fonte had in Atlanta. I've been there. I'm a Fonte stalker. Put it that way.
All right, so you have a choice. Rakim or
he picking Rakim.
Black Thought.
Okay.
Who you picking to get on the song with?
I love Rakim, but I'm going with Thought.
What?
I'm going with Thought.
Rakim was your OG.
And let me give you an example why
You
need
was
to go
the
to Folk Master Flex, and listen to Black Thought rhyme for 10 minutes. Once you heard an MC rhyme for 10 minutes, he has raised the bar to here. So for me, I could never rap the same way again. Every day I'm here challenging myself to rhyme better. Because Black Thought made me go home and slap myself 10 times. Black Thought made me say God several times. He made me stop the car and just say, you know what, Lord, why did he do this? Why would you do this to me? Because I know I can't do that. The average MC can't rhyme for 10 minutes with breath control. 10 minutes, not a mistake. I might rhyme right now, and somewhere along the line, I'll make a mistake. Cold as rhyme, I might make a mistake. My old mind might disappear. He older than me, but the cat is fat, and he rhymes for 10 minutes straight.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that,
it can happen.
somebody say, what's my thoughts on the baby? I like the baby.
Oh, who's that? AD?
Okay.
Oh, that was it.
Yeah, AD said that. Yeah.
Tell them, yes, I like the baby. The baby.
I feel some kind of way. Like, it's cool. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing. I swear every song is the same shit, though.
It is. But
Yeah.
he got them triples. He got them triples down, though, man. If you want to, you know, I'm not a triple rapper, but these new cats, it be these triples, man. I'm like, can you do something other than a triple? But I like you.
No.
Bro.
No.
Bop was my shit for like a whole 2 months or some shit. That beat come on and how he played that shit. Bro, like, I'm just like, I am. This song got me. But then he what's the next album? Drop it
That's
on
the only song of his I really like.
Blame it on the baby.
That's the only song of his I really like.
Hey, I'm gonna throw this little tidbit out for y'all, just so y'all know. When I had Op Solo on,
okay,
the nastiest cat that I think closest I've ever heard, closest to Thought, is Op Solo. Don't get it twisted. That nasty. Don't get it twisted.
I heard some of Op Solo shit. I heard some of Op Solo shit. Op Solo got some shit on him, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. He got some shit on him.
Chief, I'm gonna hit you up offline, and I'm gonna ask you to recommend some music from the people you roll with. Because Black is over here talking about, I listen to his stuff, but he don't be promoting shit. He don't be letting me know, listen to this shit. He just be holding shit.
Hey man, I be grinding though. I be grinding. So it's like me listening to shit in the grind. You know what I'm saying?
Approved to get
Black finna get some exclusive stuff. Black finna get some exclusive stuff probably tomorrow because I want you to mix it up for me for my boy. But I'm on that track. It's called Beautiful Monster. I'm the last dude to rap on that track.
We'll get Mac in here to work on it with me. So we'll work on it together so he can hear it.
Cool.
Yeah. It's called Beautiful Monster.
I'm just here to listen to good shit. You want me to mix it? I'll put that all the way up, bro. I don't know none of that shit. Hey. I'm just here. I'm here for the bars. I'm here for bars.
Hey, just listen to my bars on that. I'm the last one to rap on that. But that's Donnie 5, his track. You know what I'm saying? We got my man. You know, I'm gonna have him on Vi Slim, ill as usual, nasty too. So we're gonna have you from VA. Got him. He's the middle cat, and I'm the last dude to rap on it. So you definitely gonna hear. You want to hear me? You haven't heard me? You're gonna hear me tomorrow. That's why I was like, I was like, you know, I want y'all to hear me tomorrow.
Real quick,
take it away.
Nice.
In your group, the Salute, my old buddy who got on there and was rapping, and it reminded me of Guru. Like it reminded me of Guru off. Who
is that?
That's my partner, retired tech sergeant, Johnny Farquhar. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? He's been a fan. He's been following Purgatory from Shaw Air Force Base. He's been a stand of Purgatory from Shaw Air Force Base to now. Anytime we put out something, no matter what it is, Johnny gonna be there. Johnny gonna be there. Johnny, no matter what I do, Johnny gonna follow our career from the time our first album. You know what I mean? Damn, we did an album in the beginning in Korea, and the Incursion. We did Purgatory, the Incursion. So that was one of the ones we sold out to Trump. But he's been following us since the Incursion.
Damn, Buddy got busy on that shit too, bro. He really did. He really did. And it's funny how the influence sticks out too. Because based on what I heard from you, like he has that same style. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all had. So yeah, man, Buddy got busy. I was impressed. And I don't comment too much on rap people's videos either, but I was like, yeah, that was fire. You did your thing on that.
The dude that's on tomorrow, the One Charlie 5, Donnie 5, he got a song with that Gimp. They did a Gimp part 2, and I ain't gonna say too much, but my man Socks is on there.
Shut up.
Look here, man. I'm trying to tell you.
I'm done. This interview is over. This interview is over.
Hey, we like this. We all like this, man.
I gotta talk tomorrow.
Is now what we all are coming together slowly but surely. A lot of heat coming together, man. A lot of production, a lot of MCs, a lot of heat.
We claiming that feeling. You over on the label now? We got you on that feeling?
I don't know. Hey, when I finish my album, I'm gonna submit it to Black. I'm gonna say, Black, do you think I'm worthy?
It's happening. Newsflash. Newsflash. It's happening.
Oh my God.
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh my God. What is happening?
You'll see. Yeah, we all work.
MRK a slick motherfucker, bro. He been over here building an empire, bro. He been over here building a whole empire.
This motherfucker
be look how this shit coming together.
This motherfucker be on his fucking Littlefinger shit from Game of Thrones. He just
and let me
you ain't slick. You ain't slick, MRK. Hey, we see what you're doing.
You heard me on the show, right? You heard me on the show. Was talking about like at one point I was like, this dude tried to get me to be on his street team. I said, you just try me and my boy our solo were like, yo, we see that cat, it's on. But you never know how people really feel about you. I had to apologize. I said, man, he was trying to do his thing then, but he was low key kind of watching us. He told you about Donnie 5 on the show. He's like, yo, that guy Donnie. You're gonna see tomorrow. You're gonna see, and you're gonna be like, okay, this cat is on something totally on something. His conversation, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be something totally different. But yeah, he slipped in there. I just found this out yesterday though. He was like, MRK is on this track. I'm like, what? You put him on the Gimp part 2? What you trying to do? Because they know you heard the first Gimp. So he was like, oh, you on this Gimp, we're gonna outdo you this time. I said, that's fine. You know, we come with a Gimp part 3. I'll get on there.
Fuck. All right, I need an invitation to this Gimp part 3.
Yeah,
especially if he on the second one.
I was about to say, you got Smitty on deck, you got Black, you got Wiz, like.
Oh, I've been talking to Smitty. Me and Smitty been talking on the low.
Hey, listen, work his ass. Make him work. Make Smitty work. Put him to work. Because the only reason Smitty's not on my album more is because he was doing the Soul Powers album and I didn't want to bug him. But now he's open. Make him work.
Yeah, I'm talking to Smitty, me and Smitty. I'm gonna be on Smitty's show. Smitty want me on his show.
All I'm saying is, bro, just give me the heads up. That shit about to go down, bro. Just let me be hyped. Just let me be hyped. Man, I've been talking to Smitty. I'm about to be on his shit. I'm just like, oh my God, what's going on? Like,
blame MRK. Yeah, you can blame Mark.
Let me get Mark ain't gonna say shit. Mr. Announcements are overrated. He ain't gonna say shit. Mark is just Mark will be on my podcast. Mark will be on my podcast.
As you can see, all of this is not for show. That is all not for show right there. That's not for show.
Bro,
I will look Mark in his eye. Listen, real quick. Mark was on my show. I knew he had shit coming out with Timo. The 40-year-old rapper, Volume 3. Yep. I looked him in his eye. I was like, Mark, word on the street is you got shit coming out with Timo. I heard this shit from Timo, right? Timo was like, you got to ask Mark. I was like, I will. Mark, you got shit with Timo coming out, right? Here's Mark. Announcements are overrated, brother. I was like, motherfucker, you just don't say some shit, bro. Like, you ain't got to say the date. You got to say none of that shit. Just be like, yeah, we got something in the works. It'll come sometime this year. Just say some shit. I don't know.
Bro, listen to me. Listen to me. The day I sent Black is Beautiful to MRK, right? The day. So I sent it to him and we was having a conversation, like a casual conversation. Like, yeah, man. Like, and he was telling me, like, this is how you should promote it. Like this, like, it'll sound good like this. You know what I'm saying? We're talking to each other on the phone. Like, yeah, man, this will sound good. And here's the 3 I's and the E. Like, you got to do every last one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want your promotion to go well. In the midst of this shit, bro, in the middle of the conversation, I get a Bandcamp alert. I was like, nigga, did you just drop some shit while you're on the phone with me? Like,
you on the phone dropping shit. And what you do?
Yeah. So like, all right, man. I'm gonna start promoting, bro.
Hey, man, you about to get a lot of music from me. I got 47, 48, 49, 50, and I'm done.
God damn. All right.
You talking about you ain't done. Here you go.
You ain't never done. You ain't never done.
No.
I'm doing Mark.
Touche, sir. Touche. Well played. Played. That's all the questions I got, man. I can't wait to when we get done with this. I'm gonna just go through all your music, man, and enjoy it because I'm sure I will. And whatever links, y'all can just be sure I'm about to share these links. I told y'all all 2021. Yeah. Y'all get tired of me posting links and sharing shit my homies is doing. Y'all just gonna have to unfollow me.
Y'all better get ready. It's gonna be a busy year too, bro.
That's the boot I'm all 2021, man. You got a business, you got a passion, you following, you behind it. I'm behind you too. I'm gonna share your shit. I'm gonna do what I can to put you on. So
I appreciate it, man. Hey, with that Piff, I don't know what's going on with that Piff, but for some reason you have to download it on your phone. You can't go to that Piff website anymore. I don't know what's up with it, but I downloaded it on my phone and I was able to get access to the mixtape again.
Yep. I got no problem downloading it because all I do is just listen to music on my phone in my car anyway. I don't even listen to the radio no more.
Quarter Water.
Yeah, me neither.
Hey, Predatory featuring Donnie 5. Quarter Water.
Right. And make sure for you guys that are tuned in, make sure that you go and follow the Salute Podcast fan group. He will be live with Donnie 5 tomorrow, so you'll be able to catch that interview, man. Like I said, bro, hands down, one of the best people out there doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? So if you appreciated this interview, go and join his group. Be a part of the conversation tomorrow because I'm pretty sure it's going to be a good one. And if you don't want Charlie 5, just go support. Yeah, that's one of our own. You know what I'm saying? So go support, join the group. He'll be live tomorrow. Make sure you follow us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, and then you'll be able to catch those interviews if you miss them. But, man, it's been a pleasure talking to you, bro. Like, I was so excited for this interview because I knew it was going to be a good one. I knew
Yes.
it was gonna be a good one. And
Long
you
as
did
hell.
not disappoint. Hell yeah.
Bro,
Hell yeah.
You had to cut
Smoke
this.
Pit.
Hey, Black.
Let me tell you about the Smoke Pit. Nah, we be running 2 hours. There was one show
Yeah,
we
we
had
go.
that was 3 hours, but we was fucked
Yeah.
up. That
we go.
bro,
We go. We had to lay off the alcohol for a minute, bro. Like
Yeah.
we was
me and Black
there.
had our own Alcoholics Anonymous meeting. We was like, man, we can't do that shit no more.
Hey, I better hide my bamboo from y'all. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Bro, hey, look, let him see it, Matt. We good. We
Yeah, we
good. We'll
be on
survive,
that every Friday.
bro. We was out here. We was out here for a whole 3-hour podcast. We was like, hey, we can never again. Chief, we was out here. That was the earlier stages. That was early Smoke Pit.
Yeah.
We can change now.
That
I don't know.
was
If you
before
go,
the lighting
if you
and
go to the
everything
YouTube
was
page,
great. You know what I mean?
if you go to the YouTube page and you see our early episodes, oh, we was out here, Chief. We was
We was wild. We was wild.
Yeah, I try to cut mine. I be, it depends on who on there. I'm like, man, we going for a long time. I knew when I put up them shoes that day. I said, man, I see Mark's face. I say, man,
you should see my face, Chief. You should see my face. Like, I love shoes, but when it comes to J's, anything past 14, I'd be like,
He was like, no. His face was
You know when Mark about to roast something by the way he looked, because he don't be reacting. He just be like, I'm about to kill you.
if he would have hit you with that, well, all right. What do you think about these? Well, all right.
He looked at that shoe. He was like, no. He's like, nah. Hip-hop chief.
So let me. But all right, for real. Before we bounce, what are your thoughts on Kanye? Because I don't know if you were with the majority of hip hop lovers. His first 3 albums, classic.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I feel. First 3 albums, classic. He's been on some up and downs. I think the last album that he made that I love was my Dark Twisted Fantasy, or that album.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And I remember you guys talking about it's hard to put all your creativity into a beat and then be able to creatively do a rhyme. And he was producing his own shit, spitting that hip hop shit that everybody loved. What are your thoughts on Kanye? And then I'll pass it to Black, and then we'll let you go on about your day.
I'm just gonna be down here. I'm just doing what I love to do. That's what I'm gonna be doing.
All right.
All night.
All right.
With Kanye, let's see. Man, I love Kanye in the beginning, Through the Wire, all of his tracks. You know what I mean? All the College Dropout. What was the next one?
Graduation.
The Graduation.
Graduation.
Like
late registration. Graduation. Yep.
All of those I was good with. The last couple of albums before he went on his religious. And I'm not knocking anybody. Everybody got their own thing. Right. His religious high he's on right now. I liked all his music. I think he's a very creative guy. I just think he's a guy that started believing the hype.
Mm-hmm.
He started believing the hype. He got him a Kardashian. Why he want that, I don't know why. But he don't know. Everybody who has had a Kardashian has had the downfall of the. I think it's called the highs of the Kardashian and the crash of the Kardashian. When goes up, always
it's like the Madden curse.
Huh?
It's like the Madden curse, but for entertainers. You know what I'm saying? That's what that shit is.
And it's like, and I think dudes do like most dudes do. I hope it's not a whole lot of ladies around. You know how we are. Well, I want it. And then when you get it, you're like, damn, did I really want it? Damn, did I really want it? Did I really? And now you got to wake up.
That Ray J video changed everything, though. You know what I mean?
I know.
Like it literally changed everything.
Like, do you want that? He wake up to it every morning. Damn, I want it. Now you got to deal with the morning breath. She don't have morning breath when you see her in pictures. Now you got to deal with the morning breath. You got 50 kids with her. Now you like, damn, I should have stayed with Amber Rose. You know what I'm saying? And now he like, damn. But the blessing from this, I'm telling you what's gonna happen. He finna pull a Mary J. Blige, and he probably gonna make one of the best albums he ever had, you ever heard ever.
He needs
bullshit. I don't think so.
He needs it because
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Nah, Kanye is still in the sunken place, bro. He got to work his way out. Yeah, bro. He's still there, bro. Like, I hate to say it, but we might get one more gospel album out of him before he climbs himself out, bro. But it might be an inspirational one. But we gonna get one of these gospel albums out of him one more time.
Nah, ain't nobody trying to hear no gospel yet.
I know, man. I want to hear Kanye do something. You know what I'm saying?
He had me hooked when he was out there with the Sunday, whatever that choir is that's been going on. They're suing him because he wasn't paying them what he was supposed to be paying them. The Sunday, whatever choir, bro.
The Sunday service. Yeah,
bro, when he had that when he remixed that Genuine shit to that gospel joint, tears in my eyes, bro.
Really?
I
haven't even heard that, man.
He made it back. Oh. And then he went back.
I forget what it was called. But then he released that album. It sold. It did numbers. I was looking at it like I did not want him. Because people were telling me he's just doing this to get in on the, like, I don't know if you saw that episode of South Park where Cartman was like, I'm gonna make a gospel record or a Christian music, alternative music, and I'm gonna get the highest selling thing because all you got to do is just talk about God and people be like, oh, this is my thing. I think Kanye found out about that. You see the shirts he was selling? Like
Man, I just want
that's God talking. That's God talking, like brother. Let it in. Let it in, fella. It's like God. God is in the room.
He was legit out here with the Kanye bum Raggedy Yay collection with a cross on it and be like $150 for this sweatshirt. What? And it was selling.
Bro, did you see? I'm not mad at the shoes that he came out with? Ye is still there, bro. He's still there.
The 450s, the 450s ain't even the worst looking shoe. Ugh. That's the thing. That's the problem. Those aren't even the worst looking ones. And they selling and reselling for like triple the fucking price.
Horrible.
Bro, my son wanted to buy a pair of them. And this was the first time as a parent that I had to be a parent with him doing his resale shit. I was like, don't you fucking buy those shoes. I will not. I will not be endorsing this shit.
If you want to buy them, cool. You can buy them, tell them, get them out my house. But if we going out somewhere as a family and you putting them shits on,
no, I won't even. I would not allow you. No, I would not allow you to A, spend your money on this dumbass shit, and then B, take advantage of another stupid motherfucker that's willing to buy this shit.
All for taking advantage of stupid motherfuckers. I am. If there's a stupid motherfucker about to pay me triple for some shit, I will. Hey,
that's the thing. No, they were, and I'm like,
I know.
Hey,
trust me, I know.
Somebody got these.
What you doing with those? What are those, Chief? What you doing?
I got Crocs on here, man. These are the greatest shoes ever.
Why you got them in high performance mode and not in 4-wheel drive mode? Because when you put the strap behind the ankle, that's 4-wheel drive. Like, 4-wheel drive. That's all terrain. When you put it in the front. This high performance right there.
This is it.
That's going to take the trash out mode. We gonna put these pictures on.
For the 4-wheel drive and the high performance, it's like zoom, zoom. Like
that neutral.
When you put that shit behind your heel, that's when you know you got to go do some shit. Like, man, this shit'll slide off my foot. Let me put this shit back behind here.
That's how my girl was looking at her like, what the hell you wearing these shoes, man? What's up? You got some foot thongs on. That's a foot thong right there. What you doing?
Oh, man.
Oh, my God.
Hey, be serious, though. Hey, I like roses. If Kanye come back out with roses, another joint like that, do y'all remember roses?
Yeah.
From Late Registration. That's one of my favorite
over
songs.
and over and over, and I just be happy. If he can come back with something like that.
My rose, it brings the sunshine. Oh, that's my shit, bro. I can listen to that shit all
If
day.
he can come back with, I just need that again. I need that feeling again.
Yeah.
From Kanye.
I don't know what he did, man. Because watch
His
the
mom
throne
died,
on
bro.
it. No, his mom died after. His mom died before My Twisted Dark Fantasy or My Dark Twisted Fantasy, and before Watch the Throne, and he was in his bag, my guy. And he is produced.
He wasn't on Kim Kardashian yet either.
He was on Kim for Watch the Throne. He was on Kim for that. Yes.
I thought that was pre-Kim, but okay.
Yeah. I'm telling you what happened.
No kids yet.
You're right. Because they got a song about the son.
He woke up to her in the morning without her makeup. I'm telling you what started happening to this brother. He woke up to her one morning and he saw her without no makeup. He's like, damn, that is not who I married.
Here he go.
Who is this? Who are you? Who are you? It's me. It's Kim. Get
Reggie Bush. Look, Reggie Bush, Ray J, Chris Humphries was all in that motherfucker's DM. We tried to tell your ass.
He went to
don't do it. Tell me. Why didn't anybody tell me?
You know what I'm saying?
Try.
Like, what the hell is this cat, man? He's tripping.
I think low key, like I'm glad Kim filed for divorce because the shit that man was doing when he was having that whatever episode about record companies and the contracts. Like, I understand his mindset. Like, yeah, they be raping people, but bro, you can't be like tweeting videos of you pissing on Grammys and shit. You got kids in the house who are going to
Kanye went full frontal, bro. You can't ever go full frontal. You know what I'm saying? Not in the rap game.
No, like you can't do that shit because you got kids who are legit going to be going to school with other kids who are going to see this shit or hear about it and be like, yo, so your dad wilding and peeing on Grammys? My dad did what? Look. And now you go home like, bro, man.
Mommy, why did daddy put the Grammy
I'm just
in the
trying
toilet
to color the picture. I'm just trying to finger paint, but I can't even finger paint because motherfuckers like your dad peeing on trophies and shit.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Like I said, he believed the hype. He lost his mind. He believed the hype. He got him a Kardashian. He should have stuck with Amber Rose. Stuck with her. I
don't know, because Wiz Khalifa had to bounce from Amber too. Is 21 Savage still with Amber?
Man,
I don't know, man. I'm telling you, got to be the.
You know who y'all
Amber Rose had 21 Savage walking in a slut walk.
Hey, listen. There's reasons.
This whole man was walking with a sign talking about, I'm a too, like my guy.
There's reasons. Listen.
No, there's
listen
not.
To me. There's reasons.
You're 21 fucking Savage. You're 21 Savage. Ain't no reason.
Hey,
you ain't
listen,
no regular dude.
Listen, there's a reason Kanye never dissed her.
I'm a slut too.
Listen. Yeah. Hey,
you're also British,
listen.
And your queen is wilding out against the prince and the princess. But that's just another story.
Hey, there's reasons, but listen.
21 Savage, where do you stand?
What color is that, baby?
Listen, no. You gotta find you an Erykah Badu in all of this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need you an Erykah Badu. Like, that's who you go at. You know what I'm saying? Your pen game will get stronger. You'll start talking about space and shit. Like, you ain't never been there, but you've been there. If you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you need.
Where you go?
Kanye shit and Erykah Badu shit should never combine. Because that child could be on some other shit.
Imagine if it did, though. Like, imagine that music if they ever combine.
You be doing crochet everywhere you go. Crochet hat, crochet shirt, crochet pants.
Bro, you see that man's fashion line now? You want to see that man's fashion line after Erykah?
Yes.
Look, Chief, no.
Yeah. He won't even do fashion. He'll be doing candles because he'll figure out the formula.
Chief said it right on the dot.
Just walk around with a candle.
Do with crochet everything. You be out there with crochet joggers.
I'm telling you.
You see what James Harden had on at the fucking All-Star game? That plastic ass windbreaker. That's some shit we be seeing out here. You don't do that. We don't need that.
Erica messed you up. Erica messed it. Andre
Bro,
3000 ain't never been the same.
Common was out there with a coonskin hat on. Common was wearing a Davy Crockett hat. Because of it. But I was like, this motherfucker lost his shit.
Listen.
He out here trail.
You know who benefited out of that? You know who benefited out of that? Andre 3000 did. Because he hooked up with Erica. You know what album came out after that? Aquemini. Aquemini is one of the hardest fucking albums ever. And then after the breakup, he wrote one of the greatest albums ever.
Bro, and that's one for three. That's one for three.
Man,
that's a 33%. You gonna be a dope rapper because after Common got, we had Universal Mind Control and some other shit. Nobody
we had B. We had B. When he was with Erica, we got B.
That wasn't him with Erica.
Yeah, it was.
That was with Erica.
B was like Water for Chocolate is what you got when he was with Erica.
Oh, that was
the Love of My Life shit. That was dope too, though.
That was like.
But then after the breakup,
Love of My Life was dope.
It was dope. It was dope.
But look,
it was
now,
dope.
Erica,
and then after the breakup, you got B.
DOC. Erica's with the DOC. She has a long line of dope MCs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the Love of My Life.
That's who you need to get with Kanye.
Oh,
yeah. That's who you need to get with Kanye.
Because look, okay, we got B. That was great. What's your favorite track off of Universal?
No, listen.
What?
He has a song, the last joint on Universal Mind Control.
What's the name of it?
I can't remember, but it's his last track is always dope though. Because on B, the last
whole album, and you like, oh, that last track is dope. So what was the other one? Skippable?
Universal Mind Control has some joints on it though. But the last track is especially dope.
Universal Mind
Control. No, Find It Forever. Find It Forever was the album before that. Find It Forever was dope as fuck.
You talking about Kanye? I'm not Kanye. You talking about Kanye?
Common. Yeah.
Common. Find It Forever was dope.
I'm not gonna say Erica. Erica Badu. If Erica Badu put out an album right now, I'll go listen to it. Because she got that music. I'm just saying she be fucking people up.
She messed them up.
In a good way, definitely needs like that. Your pen game is gonna be up there, bro. Your pen game. Like, who would you rather, Erica Badu or Kim Kardashian?
I don't know. Jay Electronica kind of fell off here. And damn Jay like half his album. So I don't know now.
See, if you took my mind, I was wrong.
Got jacked
up. We ain't gotta bring up that shit. We ain't gotta bring up that shit. We ain't gotta bring that up. He just now dropped the album. He just now dropped the album. We gotta leave Jay alone, bro. But
you talking about Jay-Z's latest album?
Yes, I'm talking about Jay Electronica latest album. Jay-Z was mostly on that album. It was Jay-Z's album.
Jay-Z featuring Jay Electronica. Okay. Fuck you. Yeah, we already went off on that shit.
I was waiting on him. I was like, when is Jay Electronica drop? Minute he dropped, I listened to it like, why is Jay-Z all over
on every song? On every song.
Every song.
Like bring that released albums that we were waiting on way before. I don't know why he waited till
I was waiting on Jay Electronica since 2009. Me too. When it came out, I was like, oh, Lord.
2010, I'm like, oh, he's got to drop something now. You know, like, I've been hearing him on everything in 2009. I'm just like, oh, it's new decade. It's his time. 2011, it's his time. 2012, it's his time. I'm like 2013, when you dropped Control and you tried to jump on there with Big Sean and then Kendrick murdered everybody on that shit. I'm just like, bro, I'm not even checking for you no more, Jay Electron. Like, I don't even know what to say anymore.
I tried. I listened to the album. I'm like, what is going on with this dude, man? Why is Jay-Z on here? Jay-Z shining over him. This is his album.
And here's my thing. Like, at what point does Jay-Z not be like, hey, man, I appreciate you wanting me on your album, but why am I on all your songs?
I think that Jay-Z was like, you know what? I'm sick of you, man. I want to get this album out. How can I help you get this album out? This is what I'm going to do. I'm going to be on most of the songs. I'm going to help you out, and we're going to put the album out. That's what happened.
I got to get you out of here.
I got to get you out my head. I got to get this contract over with. I got to say goodbye to you. That's what happened.
Beyonce said, you cool, but you can't stay here no more. So we got to get you up. We got the twins on the way. you gotta get out this room, bro. We need this room for the twins, nigga. So
That's what I said. I said after Erykah Badu did something.
I'm hiding my face in shame. I am hiding my face in shame.
Jay went up and knocked on Electronic's door. He was like, "Hey, B said you gotta go, bro." Like I tried. I was like, "Hey, you my dude," but B was like, "Hey, you gotta go." So, plus the Hive is outside, and you know how that be. So you gotta.
Oh no, he got the Fruits of Islam out there too. They all out there chilling.
Yeah, he was like, so I mean, I got like 8 songs that I wrote. You can spit on them too if you want, but we could call it your album, and we'll put it out there. Electron was like, all right, all right,
Okay, cool.
Horrible. I said, what is this? I listened to it. I was like, man.
I can't talk bad about the hometown homie, bro. Like he's from the club, bro. I can't do it. I love Jay.
About the hometown homie. You talk about damn Lil Wayne. I don't know what's wrong with this cat. Yeah, do that again. You're like,
hey, go ahead and close this out, Mac. Go ahead and close this out. Go ahead and close this out before we go down another rabbit hole.
Before we go too deep,
we're gonna go down the rabbit hole.
But man, look, man, it's been a pleasure having you on the SmokePit, bro. You're more than welcome anytime to come back on. Great interview. Again, if you're out there and you are not following the salute, follow the salute, go to the group, contribute to the conversations. Lots of dope conversations in the group, man. It's been a pleasure having you on, bro.
Oh, yeah.
It really has been. It's been a pleasure, bro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure.
So with that, man, you have a good night. We're going to continue the show. You need to re-up, Matt? Are you good? All right. All right, Chief. Have a good one, bro. Peace.
Peace.
Oh man, dope interview. Thank y'all for sticking on. That was like 2 hours worth of shenanigans. So
yeah. I'm not ashamed. I knew I was going to ask this man questions. I knew I wanted to hear him talk about stuff, both as a hip hop artist and as a chief master sergeant in the Air Force. I knew I was going to ask him some questions. I wanted his advice on some stuff, and I wanted his insight. So that was just me being with it, too, bro. That was just me being selfish. That was just me,
man. Like it's good. It's good to have that perspective, man, and especially for the people that are enlisted in a group. To hear like a different perspective, and like he's out, he reached the top of the chain. You know what I mean? His chevrons got to the highest tier. You know what I'm saying? So, man, listen. Thank y'all for sticking with it. Hopefully, y'all learned something. Hopefully, for the people that are enlisted, you can carry what he said and use that as advice, man. But follow the brother, man. Follow him. Yep. He is dope. He is dope as fuck, bro. Like, I'm so glad he is on our platform and not somewhere else, because it'd be trouble. It'd be trouble. You know what I mean? But
big trouble.
Continuing that.
Shout out.
Where are we going next, bro?
Before we dabble into the bracket that we got going on, let me go re-up. I need another mixer for my crown, because I'm not trying to get too over the top, because I have not eaten nothing all day, to be honest. No, I had like 3 s'mores Girl Scout cookies. But let us know about a care package that you received and the beverage that is in there. But give us like 2 minutes. Give us 2 minutes. And we'll be back.
2 minutes worth of commentary? You want 2 minutes worth of commentary?
Yeah, go. Give me 2 minutes of your drink. I'm gonna go run and get another Coke. I'm gonna go and re-up, and then I'll be back.
Bad. So shout out to Pitmaster Joanna Gaines. And there was a post that went up in a group last week about the Crown Royal in a can. And I said, yo, whoever sends me the Crown Royal Regal Apple in a can, I will send y'all a shirt and some patches, right? So I did that. So today I got a package, and in that package was not fucking Crown Royal Regal apple, but she let me know like they didn't have it. So she sent me the Crown Royal whiskey and cola and the Crown Royal peach. So, and she sent me a whole bunch of candy, which she said is vegan. Joanna, you petty as fuck, for real. But the box is empty now because I divvied all that shit out. My family now has it. They watching Raya and whatever that movie is on Disney Plus that I paid $30 for. I said I wasn't gonna pay $30 for it, but I ended up paying $30 for it anyway. They're watching that, and I gave them all the candy. So they left me with a box of Nerds, which I am very happy. But I said I would try it, and I've already had one of each. So first review, this shit is garbage. Don't buy this. Don't buy this, people. Get you some Crown, get you some Coke, because this shit tastes like RC that has been kicked in the mud. It ain't really that good. I don't like it. Maybe somebody out there will like it. This isn't too bad though. The Crown Royal Peach tea, it's not bad. Could go a little more on the Crown and a little lighter on the tea. Not too bad, but anyway, thank you for sending the care package. Thank you for the candy. Thank you for the Crown. I am having a nice little buzz off these two, so if anything is good for a good drunk. So if you're drinking to get drunk, then that's where you want to start. These are very, very strong drinks. And he's back. Was that 2 minutes worth of commentary? I felt like I went for a minute.
I don't know. I'm just sitting here trying to fix my damn mixer so I'm not sounding like I'm in a fucking warehouse and shit. Might be that time to upgrade.
That's the God box. That's what we're gonna call it, the God box.
I appreciate all the work this little mixer put in, but it might be time for an upgrade. You know what I'm talking about?
Speaking of which, go ahead and donate to that Patreon. Go ahead and join the Patreon, people. Help that man get some get some new equipment.
She said they both are trash. So the peach tea is trash?
It's not great, bro. It's good. It's not great. If they would have went a little more on the Crown and
that was my biggest worry when I saw the canned drink. I'm just like, who made these? My uncle or somebody else's uncle? Because it just
no. This shit was definitely made in a lab in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Because this shit is fucking garbage, bro. Like
Sheboygan.
Sheboygan. This shit is horrible.
No.
Like I would not.
The good news is
I would not give this to anybody.
Crown Royal reached out to me. It was like, Mac, we heard you fuck with us heavy. Good news. That peach Crown, we're not going to make it limited anymore. It's going to be out there with the vanillas, the apples, and the regular. It's going to be a regular line. And I'm just like, I fucks with you. That's why I fucks with you, Crown. Bring that shit exactly. So I can make the drink as strong as I want to. That's what I want.
Yeah, this shit, don't listen. If you hate somebody, give this to them as a prank and be like, this shit is great, because this shit is fucking horrible. It's bad. I told her I'd try it. And I was gonna say my reaction from
you was sipping on it.
Yeah, I was. Because after like 3 sips, it's just like, fuck it. You know what I mean? Like, it's here, it's a party. Like any other thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a party. You know what I'm saying? I'm drinking. It's Friday. Like, I ain't spend no money for this shit, so I might as well drink it. But I ain't doing that no more.
3 sips, fuck it.
Yeah. I ain't doing it no more. No. I'll be damned. I will be damned.
All right.
But yeah, she sent me a couple of things, bro. So your shirt has already been ordered and it will be on the way. So I got you an official Pitmaster shirt. And for everybody that I owe patches to, they will be out tomorrow. So yeah. Thank y'all for supporting, bro.
She said she took one sip and threw it away. So good on you for drinking all of it. Not wanting to waste her money.
I did it reluctantly because it was a gift. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to waste the gift. It was a gift. But I did add some apple crown to that shit because I was like, this is disrespectful to all things crown. So I might as well add some crown to it.
Cool. So we're past there too. So what we wanted to do is kind of review where we're at with the current bracket we got going on. So what we got going on in the group right now, Bracket Life Best 90s Best 90s One-Hit Wonders. I know perfect world, if things weren't happening in our lives, would have been able to update the poll daily and everything and get it going. And tonight would have been the final. But things have been happening, and all we are at now is the final four, the semifinal. So my goal is to get the semifinal. So by the end of tonight, we'll have our two finalists, put them in for Saturday, have the group vote on Saturday, and then we'll find out who the group decided was the best one-hit wonder. And then Sunday, we'll make the next bracket live, which is the best 2000s one-hit wonder. And I will say, I was shocked when I put that list together. About 10 of them joints was my 07-08 Korea tour. I'm just like, I remember all these songs.
I bet you Roscoe Dash in there somewhere. Because I was like, God, no.
Dash isn't in there. Like, because I based it off of US Billboard.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because if we would have went into like hip hop or R&B 100, alternative rock 100, there would have been a lot more. But I'm just going based off of the public being like, this is it. Because I mean, you had shit like Jibs on there, Chain Hang Low. You know what I'm saying? You had Tipsy on there by Jaquan, which a lot of this shit low key reminded me of like NCO Club at Eglin. You remember that shit? That shit come on. Everybody in this bitch getting tipsy. Grown ass men dancing to a song about teen drinking. We was wild, bro. We was in there wild. Hey, this teenager talking about, come here, girl, let's dance.
Yep.
1 to the 2 to the 3 to the 4. Everybody drunk out on the dance floor. Like, oh shit, this my shit.
Oh, this motherfucker spitting with my vodka water.
Yeah. Oh man. But overall throughout the week, I know we were talking before the show. What are some of the biggest surprises? Because our final four is Baby Got Back, which was the 1 seed. Going against Bittersweet Symphony, which was the 28th seed. And then we have There It Is, which is the 15th seed, against Rump Shaker, which is the 14th seed. So none of the big name like Macarena, I'm Too Sexy, no
Return of the Mac.
Return of the Mac was gone. Criss Cross was gone. What other one is on here that I thought was going to go far but did not? Hot Stepper to the Sweet 16. But it went up.
That was going to the final.
Baby Got Back. So
what is that song? The bitch.
Oh, I'm a bitch.
I thought that would have been higher.
My guy, let me tell you about that. That song, you could not get away from that shit.
No, you couldn't.
Women were like, "This is yes, bitch. This is my
me. Accept me for who I am. I'm a bitch. I'm a lover. I'm a mother." You know what I mean? Like, could tell them shit, bro.
I'm all of that because I'm that bitch, and I'm just like, stop. I get it. You're a woman. I appreciate you. Live your life.
I'm sorry.
Why do you need a power ballad? I'm a bitch. and they wondered why she had no hits after that. Record company was like, "Is you crazy, lady? Like this is your lead single? You got it.
Me set me for who I am."
How do you follow that up? I might mess around and try to listen to her album to see if she had something else, but I doubt it. But y'all was out there. Yeah, but I'm Mambo number 5. Like I wasn't expecting that to get too. Good Vibrations. I thought most people would be on that shit.
That speaks to the group though, bro. Like they was on their shit. We actually had a lot of votes this time around. Like maybe it's more members, and I think once we bring them back more often, like we'll get more votes. But we had a lot of votes on these brackets.
Yeah, I want to say shout out to Lauren Saenz because she made the playlist for the 90s one hit wonders, and that has been my rotation. I know the Smoke Pit.
I actually followed that one. So
yeah, the Smoke Pit put out the 2000s one hit wonders, and like that bracket is 64 entries on there. So that's why we got to put it out Sunday.
I thought it was like 87 songs. I was like, God damn.
Oh, there's extra because when I was doing that shit, I was just like, ooh, I like this one too. Ooh, I like this one too. I remember this shit. This shit. So I mean, there's extras on there, but the main 64, there's probably one or two that aren't on there for whatever reason. Spotify doesn't have them on there, but
right.
The bracket will come out. The polls will go live on Sunday. But right now we got. Let me see if people voted on that because I'm already assuming Baby Got Back is going to win this. I'm gonna vote for Bittersweet Symphony because I just think overall that is a more complete song. But I understand people want to dance, hit their ass and shit. You know, it's whatevs. But yeah, Baby Got Back is already beating Bittersweet Symphony, and let me see what the other one is. Boom, there it is beating Rump Shaker. So yeah, man, I thought I like Jumping. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm buying a new shit. Tomorrow ordering a new shit. But I thought Jump Around was better than Rump Shaker. That's just me.
Me too.
Like I get more hype when Jump Around comes on than Rump Shaker.
Yeah, me too. It's just the intro to that song is just like, all right, it's time to get hype. You know what I mean?
100%. 100%. That's the only song I fuck with House of Pain. I don't even know another song from them.
Me neither.
Jesus Christ. Look at this. Should I just continue like this, guys? Should I just continue?
Talk with the guy box. Talk with the guy box. We'll roll out. Yeah, we'll roll out like that.
I'm over here trying to mess around and hold things down and shit, trying to make it to the end. But what you're witnessing right now is the death of my mixer. I have the reverb turned all the way low. I have the echo turned off. However, my mixer is just like, I feel like the things you're saying need to be emphasized.
Hey, say this real quick. Say, God.
God.
Come in, God.
Come in. Them guys was like, you sound like a character from Lord of the Rings. Hold on. Let me kick this shit to another level. Go ahead and talk. I'm gonna set some shit up.
Nah, man. Like really good show tonight though, man. Like for real. Really good show. And I can't emphasize it enough, bro. Like this dude is on a whole nother level. Like what he's about to bring to this podcast platform is going to be amazing. So you heard him talk about his influences and how he got started, but I can tell you firsthand, he's been in contact with at least one of them, and they will be appearing on the podcast platform. So what he's bringing is going to be huge, bro, like huge. And he's into the rappers really that served in the military, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. A lot of big names that have served in the military. And I'm going to do everything I can to help him get those names on the platform because I know what it means to him. But if you like this brother, man, follow him, bro. Follow him because what's going to happen is going to be amazing. So anything else from the God box?
Nah, man. Like I said, this was one of those times where I'm pulling the I'm selfish button. I'm pushing the button, and I'm getting the most for me talking to somebody who's been through what he has and achieved what he has. And I'm not sorry for it.
No,
but
man.
Next week,
like this is one of those. This is one of those shows.
Next week, off the rip, y'all better watch that Winter Soldier and Falcon before the show.
We gonna talk about it
because we talking about it. We read tea. We read.
Yes.
Talking about this shit.
I'm gonna tell you right now. It's spoilers. We talking spoilers next week because we need to know where this is going. We talking spoilers. So if you ain't into spoilers, if you don't want your shit spoiled, you either watch that bitch before the smoke pit or don't watch the smoke pit and then watch that shit and then go to Spotify and we'll talk about it to you.
Mm-hmm. Facts. Big facts.
We talking spoilers next week.
And you know I'm not gonna hold back because y'all know how I feel about Anthony Mackie. Y'all know I ain't the biggest fan. So we'll see how this goes. This better not turn into a big buddy cop shit. Like
it better not. It better fucking not. Like I need to see the results of Endgame immediately after. You know what I'm saying? I need to see all of it. And I need to see continuation. And I need to see, Loki's coming out too soon. Yeah, we need to see all of it. Uh-oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. You're done. It's over. It's over. Your career's over, kid. You can't. They cut you out of Hollywood, kid. Oh shit. He left. Oh my God. What a show, man. What a damn show. But yeah, man, we're gonna need to see all that. So next week, watch. Yeah, man. Next week, watch it, and then watch the smoke pit. Like the shit comes out on Thursday. I know half y'all don't go to sleep anyway. So Thursday midnight, watch the shit. That's what I've been doing lately.
Yes,
Thursday midnight, watch it. Because it's
just
Thursday
to watch it before this show starts. Because we'll talk about other shit, but within these 2 hours, sometimes plus, we're gonna talk about some shit. And that Falcon Winter Soldier is gonna have to be talked about.
Heavily.
Yes, very much so. So as I sit here holding this switch, that if I let go, watch. So I'm holding this one switch that's kind of letting me sound normal. But if I let it go, you get this here.
You get the God box.
Yeah, we ain't trying to have that. So yeah, it's time for an upgrade. So I want to appreciate this thing for getting me into the podcasting. But Tascam Mini Studio Creator, it's time for you to go. So
one time. Oh, hold up.
What happened?
I might have some breaking news.
About what?
Oh shit. So the Salute Podcast is going to be getting a member from 2 Live Crew. I will keep you updated on the details.
Oh, now you want to keep us updated on musical ass shit. But before I'm in the dark and I'm getting all these updated statuses from Keith about, yeah, I'm doing this. I might be on that feeling. I might be doing this. And I'm just like, And here's Black. Yeah, I was talking to, and I'm sitting here like, I wish I would have known, sir. I wish I was on the inside somehow. I don't know why I'm not getting this information, sir, but I'm glad you're telling me now. Nah, I mean it's awesome. It's awesome to just be finding out about that so people can see my reaction and see how excited I am for where we're going and for what Mark Sox is doing, not only for the label Dat Feelin', but for the podcast network as well. So
yeah, bro.
It is dope, and I am glad. Like I said, I was giving you your birthday flowers last week. Hopefully you heard the podcast so you could have heard the part where you logged off.
Yeah, it was nice, bro. It was nice. It was nice. I appreciate it.
Yeah. But yeah, just I'm excited for where we're going, bro. What we're doing with not only the Smoke Pit, but I told you I know I got to get back on my I said what I said bag, and you're getting back into your wrestling with your thoughts bag, and it's a lot of work, but it's worth it, man. I love what we're doing.
It's worth it, man.
Now tell me this. Now, is this just me, or like when I'm at work, sometimes I'm thinking about what I can do content-wise with what we got going on?
No,
like you're at work, like you sitting there, like you supposed to be thinking about work. You're like, bro, if I did this shit would do this, and this is a good idea. Because me and Jedi was talking about that, and Jedi be like, man, sometimes I'll be at home doing telework, and I'm just like, bro, this would be a dope ass idea, and I'm just like, that's me. That is me, like literally throughout the day. Like, my mind is always thinking about some new shit to come up with.
Yeah, like really, like, and I think I immersed myself so much into it. Like, I am ready to just like do podcasting full time. Like, I want this shit to bring me enough money to where this is all I have to do. You know what I'm saying?
You trying to give up music?
No. Hell no. But like that's a bonus.
Oh, you mean job wise? Okay.
Yeah. Like
I just
want this shit to sustain everything.
Yeah.
I can't just be jumping out here. No, but I wanted to like bring in a sort of revenue to where like this is all I have to do, bro. Like,
you know what I was looking at? I don't know if you know he's a comedian, Kev on Stage. Like he's pretty popular out there. My man, his Patreon base level is $5,000 or not $5. And he has over 6,000 patrons. So he's bringing in off the rip, like let's say with the whatever percentage
amount of money a month.
Yeah, fam,
an insane amount of money a month.
Fam.
Like I look like that's why I got into Patreon because I studied it and I was like, man. Like for the shit that you could offer, and it's not a lot. Like 2 shows, right? A week, maybe. You know what I'm saying? 2 shows a week, maybe. And if you have all these people paying to see you at least twice a week, and then we're a network, everybody can take turns. You know what I'm saying? So there's a constant stream, and then there's different audiences. And then if you do that, and bring in people. Like the highest, not even the highest, like one of the highest platforms I seen was bringing in like $63,000 a month. And I'm like, I want that. I was like,
bro, yes,
I want that.
Yes. Oh, so that's what you get times 12.
That's what you get in a month. And then we could divvy that out and still be cool. And still be cool. Yeah, and still be cool.
Give me that podcast. But sir, you already have one. Bring me that podcast.
Bro, I want that. You know what I'm saying? Bring me that Patreon.
But sir, you have Patreon. Bring me
that Patreon.
That has got to be.
I want that.
I joined TikTok initially for the clock out challenge, But I have come across so many creators on there where I am I adore the shit they do. I adore their creativity.
Even the one, shout out to Pitmaster Jarrell Grandy, because he sent me one and I ended up following this chick, like the one that was sleepwalking. I was like, bro, this shit is fucking hilarious.
Her, the blind hitman. I posted one yesterday. The chick that was like, how you know black people are fucking with your singing and they doing all the fucking extra ass shit. Like I am following all these motherfuckers. Like I am with the shits. I am with support and I'm with sharing their shit. Cause that's the mode I'm in. 2021 Willie. 2021 Willie.
Yep.
I ain't sharing shit.
But you know what? This goes back to dating. Cause when we all sat together, like we all was like, let's go get this shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Let's go fucking get this shit.
Yes.
And like to see where we are now as compared to then, like we going to get it, and we ain't gonna stop until we get it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really excited for where we're going.
Yes.
And then like just to see the numbers, like because we do get to see the numbers, like where if I told y'all where we started and where we are now, you'd be like, why the fuck are you still doing this? You know what I mean? But it's growth. It's growth. Yes. You know what I'm saying? It's slow growth, but it's growth over a period of time. You know what I'm saying?
It's about being consistent. You can't be too enamored. Like, why am I not rich already? Like, it's a process. Right. Everybody who's been doing it has been doing it for a while, coming up, going through the growing pains, and that's where we're at. And honestly, we told y'all 2 weeks ago, we didn't even think we'd be here. We didn't even think we'd be here.
Not at all. Not
seeing
at all.
a 1K next to our shit, let alone 1.2K and still growing, because like I'll get notifications, hey, member request. You know, I'm just like, yo, like this.
Now I think I hit you up one day and I was like, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, man, we at 1.2K, because I thought it was gonna stop at a K. And I was like, we at 1.2. I was like, damn.
Within 2 weeks, crazy. 200 more people joined. You know, we was at 1K 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks later, we're at 1.2. So like I said, everything is going back to you guys. Because I was talking to Jedi, and you know, if you want to do an after hours, cool. Because I mean, we gonna chop it up after the thing anyway.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm down.
After hours?
I can't do it long, but we can go.
Nah, I mean, just where we at? We don't need to do it after hours. We'll just do a onesie twosie. Me and you chatting about some shit.
No, let's do it after hours. We can do it after hours.
We'll do it after hours. Okay, we'll do it after hours.
Let's do it.
We'll do it after hours. All right. So with that being said, we don't want to hold y'all too long. We already at 2.5 hours. I am the homie Mac, aka your boy, aka Godbox, aka I'm getting a new mixer pretty soon.
I am the homie, Bread Like a King, Matus Kelvin Kaylee. Thank you guys for joining the Smoke Pit. If you're on Patreon, come to the after hours. If not, we'll see y'all next week. Peace.
Peace. Take care.
Welcome to the Smoke Pit. It's Friday night. Come and take a load off. Come sit in the Smoke Pit. It's time for us to show off. It's been a long week. Come relaxing, get some laughs in, and let's talk about these brackets. And while we at it, tell me whose man's is this? Cause I got questions. I'm hoping you can answer it. Get ready, cause you know we gon' talk a lot of shit. It's Makk and Mac. Welcome to